Good to be here another again. By the con, always the favor of Yahuwah. Somebody who don't have to do it, but he do it anyway. Gotta appreciate somebody like that. When they do it, they don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go and do so you say you didn't have to do that. And he didn't have to do it, but he did it anyway, didn't he? So I appreciate the fact that he favored us and gave us one more opportunity. Still looking at the Hawaii situation on top of every other situation. That's a small one. I actually had planned on I was going to go on a vacation over there. So I take the grandkids somewhere. All of them ain't got passports. But I said, just amazing what can happen. You can go somewhere and them people on vacation, they had to dive in the water. Can you imagine that? No opportunity, you got to dive in the ocean. If y'all seen one commercial, one clip that's showing a gentleman, he was complaining about they need help and how those bodies just been in the water. Because they just been out there for a day just in the water. I've been jumping in, pulling them out. And man, they can do that shark bait now. It's unfortunate. But these are the things and this is for us to consider. And I told the way young, I always start with y'all, that book, Cuff said, for judgment, he said, March part had to begin with us. He said, if it first begin with us, what the end gonna be for them that don't shama the bar, that don't be the mat. So I appreciate that fact that he allow us to, you're able to sit back and look at it and consider. I know a lot of people complain and mama growing about their situation, but I can assure you, your situation far from being anywhere worse than it could be. He always can make it a whole lot worse, and nobody can do nothing for you. You can have all the money you want. When that fire you're chasing, what you gonna do with it? That fire don't back off you talking about you got money. Whatever you got at that state, you're in the same situation everybody else saying. You in the airport, laying on the ground. You in the water. You out in the wood. You running, fleeing for your life. That's what's showing you, rich and poor. Everybody gonna suffer the same thing. Everybody gonna suffer this defeat. So it's that time for everybody to start to consider. I know a lot of y'all won't. I told you about before. That's just the type of people y'all ain't. Every individual person as a whole, a group. I'm talking to Yahuchanan, Yachazaqal as a whole. Please don't limit it to here. People just don't consider until it happens. So that man strike and hit everybody and he put you down, then you'll consider. A lot of people, it just take them to take you down. Y'all, because a lot of times what people do, you'll keep skating the line, you'll feel like you're safe. You'll keep trying things, you feel like you get away. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna be payday. That's it. You'll see. When it happens now, don't say you ain't been told. One thing about Yahuwah, he said, surely he don't do nothing except he reveal it. That's why he wanted credit for it. If it just happened and nobody told, he said, well, you might think it came from me. So he let you know, so he said, that came from me. Yahuwah meant that. Ain't that right? They're like with Pharaoh, they let him know, listen, I heal you here. Let me show you. The only reason you stay here for 430 years, I made him keep you here. When I got ready, I made his no a yes. He said no, I said yes. He wanted to show you who word gonna stand. That's why I appreciate it. Listen, you'll get to a point in your life eventually if you get into the knowledge. And that's if you desire to obtain it. You start to realize, you start to look at things a little differently than how you viewed it. You don't have to let people be your fight, because people are not your fight. There's one man that hard need people, there's one man that soften them. And what you have to do is, why it's happening, if he has somebody to tell you no or restrict you, it's because he needs you to see something. He needs you to understand something. But of course, we won't do that. We'll make that individual our fight. When he softens somebody's law to let them say yes, he wants you to consider, I soften that law. I soften our heart. That's what he will. He said, I have recome on whom I will. Nobody make him do nothing. Everything he do, that's what he want to do. That's why you be a fool not to serve him. I'm talking about in full compliance. You be a fool to do it another way. I know every now and then, people like to counter, see which way you can counter, staggering, wagging, what you can do. But at the end of the day, you better consider, he marking time on you. Like old people say, that man just marking time. When he come to get you, he ain't gonna have no mercy on you now. Don't be asking for none then. Don't be saying, please give me another chance. Won't be another chance. All the chance you get, they on this side. And you can keep playing with it because you don't like that people say, as long as you're on this side, you got a chance. That ain't necessarily true, because he told Asu he hated him. What side was he on? So if that's true, as long as you're on this side, you got a chance. What about Pharaoh? He tried to repent one time. That's it. They let him know, yeah, I ain't letting you get it. That man told Musa to pray for him. That man repent. He did. He told him to pray for him. He told him twice. He told him to pray for him. Yeah, you can do that. That man already decided, I'm going to take you down. I know y'all might feel like this is a safe haven for you. At the end of the day, it ain't safe unless you're doing what you're supposed to do. Oh, you can't cover? No, I can't cover. Nobody can cover. That bottom line. I'm like Jahid. I get caught. I'm telling on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm that the day I'm gonna be like Jahi. I'm telling on everybody. I get on Jahi about something, it never fails. He'll say, like, like Austin that time, it be something where you be like, what? You remember that time? We be like, no, wait a minute, what made you bring that up? Oh, y'all, they have no idea, do they? Okay, y'all be messing around. That man will call you, it be some stuff, you be thinking. I be like, nigga, you sick. How you remember that? He'll save it. If I get on Jahi about something, he'll tell me. He was like, talking about like Carrie? He be like, Carrie? Yeah, that time you be like, you dang. I told him, I said, Jahi, I'm gonna do something. I know you're right. I said, I'm gonna go rob a bank with you. What you think I'm gonna do? Kill me? I said, I just wanna make sure you know. And I'm gonna take you permanently. It ain't but for one reason, right? What y'all think I'm gonna take Jahi with me to rob a bank for? I can't let him get away. We're gonna divide the money. I said, no, this is all mine. What about me? I had already counted you out. Isn't that right? You got to. But at the end of the day, it's a two thing to know him and learn to appreciate him. Most of all, learn to comply with what he wants you to do. Nothing he asks you to do is unreasonable. Not when you consider, I'm giving you everything and you have nothing. Think about it. Your resistance toward him, your fight toward him, what do you have that you can give him? That's yours. Even if he tell you to dedicate your heart, whose heart is that? If he tell you to commit your whole soul, whose soul is it? Because he breathed in the man's nostril, that's when man became a living soul. You ain't had no life before I met. So if you look, you're giving me nothing. You're actually, people don't like, well, I'm just going to submit and do what he just submit myself to him. It's his anyway. So you think about it, I'm saving you, and you have nothing in this. You have nothing. I don't care if you say, I walked off from my family. It's his family. I gave it to you. So Adam got up and he walked around and he went and found Ka'u and picked it himself? No. He said, I gave it to him. I gave it to him. Everything you got, man gave it to you. So, when you start to come into knowledge of that and really start to consider, I think for, it ain't gonna be for all y'all, maybe 1, 2, 5, 12, maybe 20 at the most. Maybe y'all to start looking at you and try to reassess how you do things, because nothing is yours. Everything you got to think about, he get what he wants. Like you say, just say, hypothetically, my mom died, right? Oh, my mom, you took my mom. Yeah, I gave your mom. I gave it to you. Everything you got, I gave it to you. So why I can't take it if it's mine? Do you need our permission? If I let you get something, I need your permission to take what belongs to me? Why do I need your permission to take what belongs to me? And you're going to brag about, oh, I gave him back his stuff. You're exactly right, it's mine. So y'all think about it. We have nothing in this. You have nothing in it. So it only makes sense for you to turn it over to him and submit to him. What you going to do with it? You're going to burn anyway. It's to your benefit to give it back to him. So I appreciate everything he does, everything he's doing, everything he's going to do. I made no mistake. He Mr. Yahuwah. He don't have to talk to nobody about nothing. He does what he will. The fact that he, it's no, I guess, when you look at it, just, what is it about us for those that do it completely to be willing to just submit to him when the whole world won't? The whole world is doing their thing. This is Friday, payday. There's street hopping, club hopping, drinking, cards. Dude, it's something. Go to the movies, go out there. It's a lot. This the weekend, man. You let it all hang out. You do your thing. This the weekend. You've been working all weekend going. Man, get your groove on. It's the weekend. I used to be out there. Man, I used to be out there. And you just come back and consider, he give you a mind, you realize, yeah, I ain't trying to ever go back out there. Lost too much time out there. When you look at it, lost too much time. You look at it, why you go, it's exciting for a while. You realize it's the same old people. Same old people doing the same old thing. Running the same, everybody a little new till you get to see them a while. You realize we all here for one reason, because we ain't got nothing else to do. We ain't got nothing else to do. Isn't that right? You say you're going out to do something. You ain't got nothing to do, you out there. You risking it, and that's so much more dangerous than it was. You had to worry about maybe a shoe. Now you just about counting a shoe. You can just about count on the shoe. For the man, you just about count on you getting the wrong side of the sex. It's just bad. It's just bad. I mean, it's too many gamblers, man. Everybody got AIDS. I mean, you might well put it, if you gonna go in the club and put that in your mind, you in trouble. You trying to pick which one ain't got it. All of them got AIDS. Your friend with you got AIDS. That's just the party now. I'm just telling you, life done changed, man. It ain't the same now. It's just bad. I just tell you, I don't know. I guess everybody see things different. For me, I just want to make it in at this point. That's where I'm at in my life. I just want to make it in. Y'all young people, again, I apologize. I guess we were such a rotten people to where y'all caught the bunt end of this whole thing. It's at a bad end. It's spiraling. This is a bad end of everything. North Korea, y'all see they getting their military ready for war? Oh yeah. They just told the military to get ready for war. They talking about that Russia-Ukraine thing. It's more imminent with us in North Korea. China pissed. Everybody pissed. Everybody is just. You talking about the whole western part of Kibelon is talking about trying to go in and invade Niger. Oh, now it was in Niger now. It was Niger years ago. Now it's Niger. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, this whole thing is a flat mess. See, only white people can make Africans fight each other. That's all. You know how silly, ridiculous. Listen, no offense to every one of you. Do you know how brainless a Kibelon is? You finna go beat up and kill and fight some people that look like you because they just ousted some white people. They said they don't want to be on the colonial rule. You are very intelligent people. The institution, do you understand these people have had a meeting about their next move to send troops in to invade Niger? Niger. Because they have ousted some French people. None of the citizens are complaining. The president is incarcerated. None of the citizens are being tortured. You've seen no fires and riots. The people are mad. They done got a new president. They're moving business as usual. And Africa is who's going to invade them because they're being led by their superiors. That's sure they don't have a brain. None of these people have no. Listen, the Negro, the so-called Negro in America, and the so-called Negro in the Kibelon don't have 2 cents worth of brain. You put them together. Ain't a brain in their head. I offer our people the best solution. All of them should say, listen, decolonialize, get rid of it. Get rid of imperialism, get rid of it. They control your politics. They control everything. They're on your money. There's no white nation that trades black money. Y'all don't notice that? When y'all see some African money over here? Some people nobody carrying no fools around like that. That's a joke to them. And the thing is, a Kibelon can back up every dollar by oil or gold or diamonds. Every dollar they print, they can back it up with gold. They can platinum, anything. Nobody, listen, they can bag every dollar. There's not one of these European countries that can bag every dollar they got. Not one. It's ridiculous to hear a Kibelon trying to borrow money from the United States. It's ridiculous. How do you borrow? Everyone is in a Kibelon taking gold so they can bag their money. Why would you be borrowing money when you have gold? You set the standards. They can shut the Saudis down. Nobody can do what they do. Nobody can do what they do. You ask them people, they will buy gold from any one of the other African. You ever heard them talking about buying gold from France? You ever heard about talking about buying gold from America? You go buy gold, you go to a pawn shop. And there's some stuff that came off around a nigga neck that's partly rusty. These people can pull raw gold from the ground. We're talking about raw. You can't get none of that here. The little diamond era they had here in America, they've been washed that away. That was in the cowboy day. They've been, listen, you can go Botswana, diamond mines. That's all the Kibelon got. More land. They got everything better than him. And for whatever reason it is, why are you counting on support from white America or any of these white countries? It ain't racist, it's just common sense. Why are you going to invade another country because the people have chose they don't want the president? I tell you why they done it, because they have convinced them, the European nation and America, that they're going to kick them out next. They're scared, and they know this is going to filter. And these European people are going to do the same thing with their leaders. They're finna start ousting them. The military are going to have to do it. People tired of these people. If military people had any common sense, you're the first experimental monkey. This ain't even a black man. Don't even put it on no black man. The white man is an experimental monkey. When they came out with LSD acid, they used it on white soldiers in the 50s. They experimented on these drugs on military white people. Don't even use black people. Don't even make it racist. White people did it on white people. While blacks were doing cocaine, they were using it. They experiment on their own people. All this stuff the CIA brought in. And then you get it on the blunt end. You don't believe it. White homes are destroyed with it. They have divided all of us to believe that all of us are the people that are being infiltrated. They infiltrate white homes. They're destroying Hispanic families. They're destroying all these families. And everybody is sitting back complaining and don't realize, why don't we talk and find out, I never said what they told you I said. And you never said what they told me you said. But we all too stupid fighting each other and realize these systems are what's hurting everybody. You have to create your own. Listen, I can help the so-called Negro out. It's not hard. I can help the white nation out. I can help the Hispanic nation. I help them. Listen, I don't have a problem helping any of them because above all this, you don't believe it. If I took some and skinned every one of us in here, you ain't gonna believe it. You can tell who was white and who was black. Right? If I took off this skin and another, can you tell who is white and who black? That's all we all do. If everybody took their clothes out, we'd be the same color. This they used against everybody. Instead of looking, this shows all the uniqueness of the creator. That's all. It's unique because it's different to you. You might not, but it's unique. And then each one, there's not a nationality that don't bring something to the table. If you go back to everybody trying to see what one race created, go through everybody, look what everybody has added or perfected. You might have invented it, but somebody else who perfected it. But we're so busy fighting and killing one another. Then these bastards all had the nerve to sit down and have a talk on telling somebody else about how to do stuff and the violence is going to occur and how many people are going to die. How you going to talk to me about that and you got nuclear bombs talking about blowing up countries? All these people need to be stopped. Listen, this is the rule. Everybody with a nuclear bomb will kill you if you don't get rid of it. We'll starve you out, don't feed you, make your own people kill you. It makes no sense for anybody to have it. Guess who get killed for nuclear bomb? Regular people, soldiers, citizens. Guess who don't ever get killed by a nuclear bomb? President, prime minister. When you ever found one? What prime minister, what president was killed by a nuclear bomb? Ballistic bomb. It's always people. It's always people. Who go back home damaged, messed up? People. I had a cousin, he went on that first Gulf, he went on the first Gulf War. He was telling them he was one of the group. When they first went, they were telling them they were seeing spots and they were urinating blood. They tried to tell them they didn't have nothing going on. Still hadn't paid them, they waiting on enough of them to die. He can't drive on the expressway. He just told them about it. He said, I can't get on the expressway. He said, I said, you should drive home. Every weekend this man drove from north, I'm talking about wide open every weekend. He said, I can't get on the expressway. He said, the road closed in on me. He said, and the car break down to 30 miles an hour. He said, I lose it. I can't get on the expressway. He was at Camp Lejeune too and got that bad piss water they gave him. They sent him home. They tell him nothing wrong with him. And they just keep doctoring. And you keep going to them for all his treatment, they send him back down. Because he go to a regular doctor, they're going to tell him, you got something else going on. But what a military doctor going to tell you? He a soldier. Well, you tell another soldier trying to get a paycheck. Nothing wrong with you. We done ran all the tests. They'll tell you, listen, only way you better go to a regular hospital, you better fall out somewhere. It better be, they'll tell you, they're not paying for that. Come right down to that VA and sit in the line with the rest of them nuts. People sitting out here, they treat them like nuts, disrespect, they make a fool out of them. Worst thing you do is serve this country. I'm sorry, I don't want to put this on America. Please let me stop. I repent. There's no country that treat their soldier worth nothing. Russia the same way. Their own soldiers shoot, Russian soldiers were shooting themselves. Y'all know that? They started, Russian soldiers were shooting themselves. They were pissed, man. They were sitting over here, equipment, break it down. They just take the gun and just shoot themselves. So you know what happened when Putin get him and he find it and then he look at, that's an AR-15, AK-47 round in your leg. Ukraine wouldn't shoot an AK-47. That means you shot yourself. That's how bad they want to get out. How bad is that? You shoot yourself. And then you train people to kill each other. Isn't that right? I can throw a grenade and blow you up, but I can't capture you and kill you. That's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful to kill anybody. For what? I'm telling y'all, this is how we'll do it. If these world leaders got a problem, we put y'all in the ring like we do boxers. Handle it out. Let the people live. Listen, let all the soldiers, everybody just sit out here and watch it. And I guarantee you, them fat, sloppy bastards, none of them will fight each other. Kim Jong fat, Putin this tall. That kung fu, let me tell you something. That stuff don't impress me. I'm not impressed with that stuff. That judo, listen, you too little. It's not going to work. Listen, this where your arms at. You know what I'm at by the time you doing this here? It ain't going to work. Your leg is long. Okay? That's okay. Y'all just don't know now. A lot of that stuff, you'd be surprised. A lot of that stuff get broke down now. Let me tell you something. All that stuff real cute. You know who they don't teach that stuff to? Green Beret, Navy SEALs, none of that stuff. It's too easy to count them. You got too much technique, you got to remember. It's not about how long you stay in the air and flip around. It's how quick you get to the kill. Nobody uses that stuff. That stuff good out there. They don't teach that stuff nowhere. Everybody done study out and realize it's quick to the point, bring them to the ground, kill them. End it. Nobody doing this. That's a I got time to play with no booger. No, we killing you. Everything is to the point and killing you. Ain't no talking about your opponent has been defeated. Go find somebody that go see if they do this. Green, go see. Don't work. Nobody doing no bowing, no cursing. Kill you. Be done with it. All that stuff cute. These fat world leaders, they ain't gonna fight nobody. They gonna run their mouth at the expense of everybody else's life. And I hate it. These people get home, these folks don't get respect. A blooming onion 2 times a year? They do them on Monday for free Outback. They give you one twice a year. On Monday, you can go get a free blooming onion for Outback. They can give you 10% off because they don't overcharge 10% on it anyway. It's overpriced. It's just a lot of stuff they do this, so it ain't fair. They ought to pay people better, treat people better. You know, these people go and put their life. I was going to put my life around. I tell y'all what, though, boy. If I got that hamburger, boy, it'd be a lot of dead folk right now. I'd still be killing now. They'd be like, you retired. I tell, listen, I can't stop killing. That hamburger was good. But I knew they was, if them folk listened when I told them, listen, I said, don't sign nothing. I called them, they lied. He talked to go. I believe in it too. I believe in the country. Here, I was going, I'm fighting. I was ready. Had my mindset too. We doing this thing too. We got to kill these folks. The enemy. Oh, look at that. There's enemies out there. Listen, doing it right ain't got no end. Well, they couldn't produce that hamburger. They tell me, the kitchen closed, we got to go. Ho, stop, ho, we got to go. Well, I ain't ate. They like, we got to sign a contract. Man, them little bastards 20 years off the rip. I look around them people, they look around. I said, don't sign nothing. They look around there, them folks study, sign, and looking. That man said, you got to go. I said, man, he going nowhere. Y'all folks ain't fed me. Y'all showed me a film. You okay, Cam? I hope you're crying, because this is, what y'all know y'all laughing at my expense. I'm like, man, I put my heart, I put my soul in it. Man, I'm going to kill everything for these people. I slept, ate, and drank the American dream. I'm ready to kill for these people. I just need this hamburger. The one where the cheese flopped down over the meat, but Justin, you know how you judge the meat that thick. The cheese done ran down the side. The lettuce fluff got it, and the tomato cut perfect. I seen the pickle dangling out right there. And they cut them front fries stacked like that. Like a bridge done fell out. Them crank up them long, y'all know them fried like that? Yeah. God almighty. I looked at that video, I said, they gonna die, boy. I'm gonna kill them. That burger looks, and then they had a Coke on the side. The cup the cup was sweating. Man, that thing was crying, telling me, come on, drink me. Come on, drink me, boy. You gotta kill them, boy. You kill them. So I'm like, once I eat this, I already go to war then. Once I ate that and went to the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Because if I got to get punched in my stomach, I gotta go, it's gonna be bad. Once I ate that burger and went to the bathroom and I was good, let go. I don't need no training. Let's go. Ain't that right? When he did that and showed up with that burger, I said, this man ain't nothing but a liar. I know I said, I'm not going nowhere. Man, I did something respectable, something to help my country, and something to better myself. I sold drugs. I said, no, I can't do it with these people. Yeah, I said, man, no. I'm going to go here. I'm an honest man. They helped make me a crooked man. All right. Here you go. Then I seen Frank Lucas' story. Maybe I was a soldier. Frank Lucas told a pretty good lie. I might make me up one of them lying movies like that. Make myself American sniper, drug dealer. What was his American gangster? That's what I'd be. I'm gonna write my own story. Put me some of those lies in there. And y'all better watch it. And you better cry. And you better rate it. I wanted to talk. How many of y'all gonna see the movie? How many of y'all wanna be saved? I said, I appreciate it. It's gonna be kind of expensive. How many of y'all, if it's too expensive, you ain't gonna go leave your hand down? It's gonna be expensive, but you wanna be, ain't no cost on salvation. You gonna come see the movie anyway. That's good. I just wanna make sure I put it out there. Listen, I'm gonna be looking for y'all. Open tonight. Then open tonight, y'all be there. And open it up, bust out laughing. And you look, you say, oh, that's true. I want you to be sitting there, so I don't want no doubt. And then I want you in there, you're gonna be in there with me. They gotta believe it. They said, I don't want to believe it, but there's a white guy in there. So that's gotta make it right. So y'all make sure y'all go and bring, how many y'all got any friends? How many y'all got friends at school? I want y'all to go to school and tell me you want to watch that movie. Tell me to help you learn better. Okay? Y'all want to see that movie? I know that right. Y'all got some money? Y'all don't come, we ain't doing no charity. Where do we do it? Where do we show it for free? We ain't gonna do it. It's always gonna be for pay, even in reruns. And you ain't gonna be able to watch it but one time. Every time you sit there, you like sit, like how some people just sit there and watch it again. We charge for that. Okay, I mean you didn't pay attention the first time. So y'all be ready when they come out. All right, we're gonna get ready to sign the cartos around. Robert, hold on, did you put your check up there? I walked up there, I seen Robert. I said, stand up, Robert. I had to look through the ceiling. I said, Robert, what part you don't get when I told you to start growing? He said, I didn't realize I was growing, sir. I said, go in there, go. My brother just called, Robert. Go put it. That thing hurt me, Robert. You know it hurt me, didn't it? That thing cut me to my heart. I just seen Robert. Did you say I told him I got nothing to leave? I did. Robert, when we stand, can you come up for 1 second? All right, hold on. We're finna get ready. Wait till we get ready to sign the cartos around. God. All right. It's bad. I mean, all this. Robert, we just talked about this, Robert. Do that make sense? Come on for me, Dwight. Come on, Dwight. Let me just say, it's bad. Robert, I tried to work with you, Robert.
Welcome to my world, preacher.
I know it's bad. Robert, my brother just called Robert. Robert, it don't make sense. Look at God. Rob, we got to put your name up higher. Rob, Robert, around. We're gonna just let you write your name right here. God, that's a long way now. How he do this? I asked Robert. Me and Robert had a constant conversation. I said, Robert, what you doing? Robert, we can't keep doing this, Robert. And he just steady growing. Whoa. My head hurt. I'm just dead from looking up that high in the air, like staring at the sun, ain't it? That's all right. Listen, woo. When he said growing grace, that's not literal, Robert. Growing grace, that's like a spiritual thing. Whoa. Man, it's rough around here. All right, y'all know we're going to look at Romans 15:4. Appreciate those that watch and listen, support, all that you do. Definitely want the better for everybody, every color, every race, creed, everybody. Everybody deserves a change. That's where I'm at in life. You don't believe that, you don't believe people deserve a change, you need to go. Because nobody picked their race, nobody picked their color. That's what all of us been put in. That's just bottom line. We make think about it. You know, you really didn't think about it in time past, but when you look at who made people? People? He made people. So we're going to say he made a mistake with everybody else that made us right. Every other race is going to feel the same way. If he made them right, and you a mistake. So we don't put a mistake on nobody. People make mistakes. Elohim is Talmim, he complete. So we just look at how do we as people better our situation. But I think what's the most important part and what's the most effective part is everybody bettering themselves. You can't fix a race of people till you fix yourself. You can't help nobody else till you help yourself. That's just bottom line. So our goal is to help ourselves. When every individual person reach perfection for themselves, then that already betters the race. But when you're trying to fix other people and you yourself are incomplete, it's gonna be a problem. I told my goal is, and I would encourage others as well. You want to be in a good place with yourself. You want to be in a good place with your Creator. That's the most important thing. I'll be honest. Then other things around you, they have a way of kind of working themselves out.
That's right.
Believe it or not, things are kind of work with you versus against.
That's true.
Because if you're not in a good place with yourself, you're not in a good place with your Creator, it's not gonna work.
That's
I don't
true.
care how hard you do. All you're gonna do is keep beating yourself up. Because a lot of times I look at in time past, trying to accomplish a lot of things, and I still do. The thing you want to make sure you put the effort in is on self. Mm-hmm. Some people say, well, I'm just not gonna do anything and just focus on myself. I mean, in life, that's not practical. Because you gotta live, you gotta work, you gotta survive. No way you can't go hermit somewhere and do nothing, but you learn how to do things that more or less enhance your relationship. You learn how to take things and make sure they help to better you in what you're trying to do. Y'all got what I'm saying? Let's look at this. I guess I kind of think about, let's see something, Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
So whatever was written before.
Nikatab to Lamadas.
It was written to teachers, to showers, and instructors. Very important to remember. Teachers, showers, and instructors. So when you're looking, it's to teach you something. And that right? As well as instructing you in doing something. Just that in itself gives you a better idea of what or how to use it. Y'all got it? A lot of times people, you give them things, they don't know how to use it. We talked about before with Daud when he was going up to fight Goliath. When Shaul gave him his armor, he armed with a coat of mail. With the skin you look at, it's to kind of help. So if somebody stuck it, it didn't go all the way through it, keep it from before it finally punctures through. Had a sword, had a shield, had a helmet, but he looked at it, I don't know how to use it. So what happened a lot of times, we take in the book and people read it, but you don't know how to properly use it where it becomes a benefit to you.
That's right.
So the goal of showing you and teaching you and instructing you, so not only you see it, you're being taught how to use it, and you're instructed on how to use it as well. Okay? Let's see.
So that through endurance,
going through without quitting,
and through the Nakum of the Ketubim,
and the comfort of the writings,
we might have Tikva.
That's how it goes. Let's see if that's 12. Abarym 12:1. Let me see. I don't think we'll be here long. Excuse me. I think they call it they call it Hebrews 12:1. I don't want a word fight. Again, some more, I guess grammatics they give us or whatever to try to throw us off. Let's see. 12:1. Listen.
We too, therefore, seeing that we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses,
What we have to do?
Let us lay aside every weight, and the kata which does so easily entangle us.
So that's what it said, entangle us. So you got to look at it. So we can do what?
And let us run with endurance the race that is set before us.
So we talk about endurance. Going through without quit. That's amazing. So y'all ain't gonna believe it. It meant the same thing it did in the 15th chapter book of Romans. going through without quitting.
That's right.
But what do we have to do? Lay aside. Lay aside. There's some things that kind of become some difficult that makes it the fight more difficult. So now we have to sit back and consider, as he says, seeing we also compass the Bible. Remember what the does, the eye, it takes knowledge of. Your appearance. So you seeing all these things that surround us, then he's saying what we ought to do, we need to lay aside the weight, the difficulties. Then we need to lay aside, and the kata that does so easily beset us. So a lot of things we talked about before, although they're not kata, in a sense they would come kata. If you've been told to do it and you don't do it, that's sin. Even he said to him that know to do too but don't do it, he said to him it's sin, it's kata. So now we've been told what to do, where you said where it's not sin, where it became sin once you were told to put it aside, lay it aside. Because it's difficult. And that can be a lot of times, like people say soul searching. Soul searching will go a little deeper than what people do. Really, for me, I try to do it at looking at myself and what I'm trying to do and what will give me the ability to be able to do it, to perform it better. And looking at the things that I possess, from relationship of marriage, kids, grandkids, mother, just everything, that you can possibly have that can be a way, possessions, health. And then you have to take all those things, you have to look at which of these things could hinder me or become a weight to me or become a difficult to me with me in doing what I need to do. And that's not to say you don't find it, because we can have knowledge of things, but we can kind of be a little slow about moving forward on. Don't want to be too rash. Don't want to move too fast. Don't want to look like you don't love people. And a lot of times that's for us. I appreciate Yahuwah for not, although it seems easy, it's more easier said than performed, always there's some things we all kind of hold to. Everybody, even me. We all have some little things we kind of, you hold to. But you have to be ready in the instant of when it's called for. Got to be ready to release it and let it go.
That's right.
That makes sense?
Right. Yes, sir.
To tell you I've let everything go would be a flat lie. Okay? People don't typically do that. People hide their hands. No more than I go and I fill out a medical record, they want to ask all these questions. I tell you what I feel like you need to know. It's a need to know basis. Everything your business. How many sex partners you got? How many you got? Let me read yours. Maybe one, I don't know what this got to do with what I'm doing. They say, well, I just need to know a whole, overall of you. Some things you don't need to know that have nothing to do with what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. They ask a lot of questions. I love some of this stuff, and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. I want to look at verse, but what does it have to do with what we're doing? But when it comes to your salvation, you can't hold back on that.
That's right.
I'm just being honest. Even Shaul said, I kept back nothing that was profitable to you.
That's right.
So you start looking at what's the profitability of what you know. How does this help you with what you're trying to do? Sometimes it's just a matter of, it's just something they want to know. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say, I just need you to be completely honest. And I have to wonder for what? Let's stay on task. So what are we doing? We're not doing a psych exam. You know what I'm saying? We're not checking no venereal diseases or nothing. So certain things you want to know, I want to know what's the reason you need to know it. But when it comes to your salvation, this is when you need to be completely honest. Y'all got it? And when you're not, it's going to show. It's going to show your performance. It's going to show in how well he works for you or works with you. I'm being honest with you. I know some of y'all don't mind. It doesn't matter because you've been doing it for a long time and you don't realize what hold you back because you haven't been completely honest with it, because you haven't been completely honest with yourself. The type of person you are, you know what you're willing to do, how susceptible you are to change. A lot of us not. A lot of us more susceptible to staying the way we are. It's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We learn how to navigate that other personality better than we do the truth about ourselves and how to operate so where he can work with us better. Y'all got what I'm saying? Do y'all?
Yes, sir.
But I guess seeing we're so compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, he wants to lay aside the difficulties. Can we see what difficulty means? Definition? Anybody had a difficulty breathing before? Anybody? What you had to do? Oh man, I don't care what. You had to go to the hospital? Do you remember what they did? Breathing treatments? Did they tell you, do you remember what they told you the reason why you had the difficulty breathing? Well, see, so they looked at correcting the issue, because Because in order to really get help, you really need to know what's wrong with it. You know, with doctors, that's what they'll run a lot of tests because it ain't enough to say he had difficulty breathing, now he's breathing better. They said we need to run some tests. Because one thing they're sure it's very much a possibility it's gonna happen again. So if we can find out why it happened and we can correct the problem, then we can put some things in place to where this shouldn't be a problem again if you follow protocol. That's what we're trying to do with the work. We all had difficulty with committing qatar. Then let's look at why. Then we look at why, let's take the corrective measure to make sure we can try to make sure this doesn't happen again. But typically we don't. We just said, you know, I fornicate, I commit adultery, I lie, I cheat, steal. But why? Mm-hmm. But why? That's it. We think about it. I confessed it. And everybody done that. And everybody been guilty of going back doing it because we never found out why.
Right.
Think about it. So we never fixed the problem. So what's to stop it from happening again?
Right.
See, a lot of times people don't look at that. We had somebody that had an issue. They were talking about their arm. When they like, yeah, my hand, my arm. So I couldn't lift that thing up. We were talking about it. So, hold on. We're like, what? Oh, no, you got, well, I'm all right now. I went, played, throw the baseball. I said, no, nigga, you ain't all right. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to get checked. They came for days, running tests, and it might, well, I'm ready to go. But it was a need to find out why. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we bad about something happening, but just like we do naturally, that's what we do ruach.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. Why did I submit to it? When it occurred, it's nothing, it's normal for qatar to come and to aggravate or try to agitate. What we have to break is not normal when you're trying to seek something for you to give into it. So that's why we need to figure out why, so we can fix and correct that. Just like medical, people will do this health-wise, but people won't do this ruach. Let's figure out why. See, for me, my biggest thing I looked at coming in, man, I didn't want to start smoking marijuana and having sex. So I had to get married. I had to fight the marijuana, but for 20-some years, I still ain't went back. Been 20-some years. Now hemp, that's another thing. My granddaddy told Doctor I'm not eating no candy. He had that peppermint. They said, Dad, Doctor don't eat no candy. He said, he ain't saying about no peppermint. I told my granddad I eat candy. He said, yeah. Everybody knew to leave him alone. When old folk look at face, he said, Doc said, he saying something about no peppermint. Well, like, he like, you try to explain to old people, sometimes you look at their face and realize sometimes you just learn, shut up. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not going to go in the country. It's not going to go well. Please don't try to use that little education. The old folk look at them, they'll make you feel bad with it. Don't try to use that stuff on me. When old people get set in their way, it's just best to leave them whatever. Granddaddy let them know that peppermint, not candy. Now you want to try to explain to granddaddy that peppermint is candy, you finna be like a fool. They're not gonna play that with you. Their mind set on something. Just daddy right. That's all you got. But anyway, we want to just kind of examine and look at it. Let's see what difficulty is. How about that? And then we'll look at difficulty. The state or condition of being difficult. I figured that'd do that. Strain, struggling, awkwardness, trouble, toil, labor. Y'all got that? That's it. When something's strain or you struggling with something. That's what he's saying. Guess what? Now that makes a difference. Because reading the other one, it says, seeing we also compass about so great a cloud of witness. In the James Version, let us lay aside every weight. We look at weight. But it can be difficult because of the task you got to perform. So now you look at, certain things you'll keep, it'll be a strain on you. Or it'll be some things that cause it to struggle. And certain things, like if you're trying to run a race, you had a one high heel shoe and a barefoot, and you could be the fastest man or fastest woman on the planet. What's going to be a problem? It's going to be awkwardness. It's going to hinder you. It's going to distract you. Although you like that one shoe, and you feel like you're pretty good barefooted, and you got that shoe on the other one in a high heel, it's going to cause some awkwardness. And sometimes certain situations cause trouble. These are words similar to, if you don't kind of understand difficult. And that's what we look at. You think about this. When you fall into committing qatar, that's because something became difficult. It did. It became the struggle, and you lost the fight. The awkwardness, it threw you. Y'all got it? So that's why it's important for us to set back. If we kind of, this is what I try to do. I like to do, is to like to try to understand, like they say, it's a science to things. You know, it's a way things work. Like science likes to get deeper into things. Like how do they work? How do all these things work down to the simplest end, and then they'll come back up from there. Now, it's not good enough. It just works. This thing is here. We know why it's here. How did it get here? How does it continue to do this? It's a sign that they want to go so far, but then we don't tend to examine why we're here. How do we get ourselves in this situation? We're trying to accomplish one of the most greatest feats that a lot of people would never accomplish. That's to live without committing sin. You ain't gonna believe what that is. That's difficult. That's very difficult to live without committing sin. So now we have to understand what the words mean. How do we understand them? Then how do we put it into play to look at how do we use that in our fight to try to overcome this awkwardness, these troubles that we find ourselves. That makes sense. So we're going to look at this and we'll see how we kind of look at this. So we're looking at it, right? We're going to be hardship on one, hardness, strenuousness. Which, oh, you went to different. I'm saying, what the one? What's that? Arduous? But I ain't never using a sentence. Arduousness yesterday. Our arduousness yesterday. What I did yesterday, Justin? Arduousness. Our arduousness yesterday when I went to the bathroom. Yeah. Me and you both. I feel good about it. If a white man, hold on, you ain't really been white that long, Justin. How old are you, Justin? 40. How old are you, Chris?
44.
He's 44. He been white way longer.
Way longer.
So if I went to the bathroom yesterday and I arduousness, what happened?
You were straining.
No, I wasn't. I'm using another way. Arduousness. No. Involving or requiring strenuous effort, difficult, and tiring. I was tired. You know how you sit there, your leg getting on sometimes? But I be looking at, I'm one of them guys, when I go there, I be trying to make sure I get, some folks like, let me run there and use it right quick. Not that one. You right quick, I done that and get right up, and you done, you said, and that thing said, and you get a little poop. I learned, when you leave and you said, man, turn around and go back. Just be late. Don't play with that. That thing, you mess around and you hit some traffic, lockdown traffic. Your stomach say, and you in the middle lane, your stomach say, this finna be a good one, huh? We finna make a pie in this car. You get a certain age. I don't know, as a kid, I used to get up and go. You just go all day, you eat all kind of stuff. I learned now, there's certain stuff you don't eat in the daytime. Cause you can't be using the bathroom very well. I've seen some bathroom, you go in now, that turd go right back up and go back to food and just sit. Eating the turd said, I ain't coming out and going down there. I said, not in that toilet. Y'all done seen some bathroom like that? Yes, sir. Let me tell you something, man. I went to keep, we was in the keep line. Man, we went around that man, sits the bathroom around there. I said, listen, man, it was hot. It was 137, 8,000 degrees. We got the van, we went around there, and we went around the building, went around there, and went in that bathroom, opened that bathroom, it was on the back of that building, opened that bathroom. It was a bucket on the floor. A 5-gallon bucket. I said, I'm not going in there. That turd went right, that turd said, me either. That turd said, I don't care, this is the homeland. I'm not going in there. And a bucket, and a hot sweat in a bathroom, and somebody been in that bucket already. I don't do buckets. I don't do pre-used buckets. Not no pre-used bucket. That thing been sitting there, and when them African fly done landed on, no, I didn't do that. I was good. That thing went straight back and waited. They had another one we went to. They said we went to a night game. They said, they got one we got, walked down through there, bath out, walked one down, no roof. They said, it was just a wall. You just piss on the wall. I said, this ain't too bad. I looked around at cool with that. I just seen them walking back there. I said, y'all, you the bathroom? They said, we can't do it. They said, we just got to piss on the floor. That thing going to bounce right back up on your leg. It was rough out there. But I mean, that's how it comes. Now, that's difficulty. Isn't that right? Them struggle. When that thing bounce back up and hit up all around your leg, for some of these, they probably don't bother some of these guys. Some of them catch some you probably peel some DNA, piss, they probably just piss and ankle. Some men, that's just uncommon. You don't want to piss around your leg. But anyway, needing much effort or skill to accomplish, deal with, or understand. Difficult. Needing much effort or skill to accomplish, deal with, or understand. Y'all got that? So let's think about this. When you're holding on to things that are contrary, that we've been told are things that go against or work against salvation, then you got to look at, it's going to cause you some problems in understanding. Because the heart that you have for the thing or for the person, let's say noun, person, place, or thing, pretty much where all they're going to define under noun. It's either going to be a person, place, or thing that's going to pretty much be the thing that's going to distract us or become the difficulty and cause us to complete what it is we have to do. And when we understand it, then we know what we don't allow. So there's certain things you have to be able to harden yourself. We talk about the cuff, harden ourselves against. Only because of prevention. Only because the goal, remember, is to obtain salvation. And if you do this and you allow, it's going to be real difficult. You're going to find yourself, you're going to find it, it's going to be real awkward. When you open your heart up to things, your heart is going to be one of the things that's going to cause you to fall. We talked about Ananias and Sapphira before. I think in the 5th chapter of the book of Acts of Yachazaqal, we talked about how when the adult first came together and they started, everybody sold their possessions and they put them all together. And this was a commandment, a mark that came through by the Shalakim, through Yahushua. Now, Ananias and Sapphira, his wife, his Isha, they decided to keep that part. Now, when it came down to Ananias, when he came and confronted Ananias about it, and telling him how he allowed Satan to fear his law to do what he did. So it meant he left an opportunity. He left some things down. And that was a difficulty for him. Because he looked at, I don't feel comfortable giving up everything I got and other people having it. And this thing became difficult for him, and he wasn't able to obtain salvation. Now, when it came down after he moved, they came in and found his wife. Now, the question was with her was, why was it that she consented? It wasn't just like, okay, with him, it was Satan filled his law. Okay, you were supposed to harp Yahuwah, what? He said Satan filled it. So it wasn't room. You see that he had something that made it difficult for him to complete it. He heard what everybody else heard, but to do it became difficult. Why? He let him know why. Satan filled your law. See, even when it comes down to us, you need to know the rationale of why. Like people say, man, I don't know why I keep messing up. I don't know. That wouldn't be true. You don't want to know why. That don't make sense. Why did he just let them die for doing it? They needed to know why. When you read and we go back through our Turuah, it always gives you the explanation of why. Why? You need to know the why. That's important for us. And you'll sit around and fool yourself. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know why I always give in to it. I don't know how I fall for it. And that wouldn't be the truth. You don't want to know why. You don't want to fight. You don't want to resist. Y'all got it? He told you to resist Satan. What did he say to do? You know what I tried that. He ain't flee. Or I ain't resist long enough. Some people resist just to fall into. See, all these are things you got to be truthful with. Listen, what we're trying to accomplish with salvation is all about you got to be truthful with yourself. I'm being honest with you. The only person you're lying to is yourself. The people you're trying to fool, these people, listen, it don't matter. If you fool us, there's no reward. There's no give. There's no plus. There's no upside. Nothing. This is time you're wasting, and this is showing the type of person you are. And that's what's dangerous. And once it finally comes to the light, because the light is what's going to make manifest, that's going to be your destruction. See, this is our opportunity now while we're on this side to clear out. So this is our opportunity on this side to make sure we get it right, to do the same. I would never unveil myself in the street to nobody. The stuff I had to confess, I went to, there ain't nobody bit it, but then you realize, this stuff I done, you know what you realize? You ain't done nothing, ain't nobody else ain't done. People going to be looking at me. Why y'all think people don't tell y'all that everybody in the world done something? People doing stuff now. And you try to hide and cover up to look like some people when everybody got faults. The problem becomes once you break away, that's the problem. People don't want to confess and people want to come clean and people don't want to change. So you start to build your whole life and you make it difficult. It's awkward because you never sat down and been honest with yourself to make that change and feel good about yourself and create a relationship with your maker. So it's difficult to do it when you're trying to still be you. All right? You are the reason why you don't have a relationship. Because like he said, I think these times sin was my only op one time, then the way you just saying that, you're your only problem. In a nutshell, you're your only problem. You can use other people, and other people did this to you, and other people did. Let's subtract what everybody did to you. What did you do? Let's do that, everybody. How many of y'all here people did stuff to you? Okay. Subtract that. How many of y'all here never did nothing to nobody? How folks say, I don't do nothing, I ain't never did nothing to nobody. Would that be the truth? See, go figure. Everybody, listen, everybody played a part. So now it's time for us to come back and reassess, realign ourselves. And we do that by sitting down looking at what's the problem. Let's look at why we find ourselves in. So we're looking at difficult. We look at difficulty. So we look at strenuous and All these other words they got up here, they put up here to try to throw us off. Isn't that right? And well, he talked about inconvenient. Well, he talked about one time doing something which were not convenient, but rather giving a thanks. So in doing that, our goal is to obtain salvation. So I want everybody, self-examining themselves to see what a problem. Well, women, yearly, they'll tell you come get a mammogram, right? Mammogram. Then they'll tell you along the way, periodic, say you can check yourself. Be honest, how many women don't do it? Do their own periodic, do their own. How many of y'all are not mindful to do it? How many hands? I'm saying. And you want to know why? Y'all want to know why? The same reason people don't want to examine themselves for sin. Because I don't want to mess around and find nothing. I don't want to get something and worry myself. Think about it. Let's be honest. So it's not a product. Because if I feel something, what am I going to do? I'm going to go and address it. And I go there and then people start telling me they want to remove something. And I'm not ready to do that. I'd rather just what happened, or just hope for the best when I need to check myself periodically to make sure nothing's coming up, nothing's arising. And a lot of times we don't want to because people don't want to know. And that's normal. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You did what people do every day of life. I don't want to examine myself. I want to find out I'm wrong. I want to find I got to change. I got to get rid of something. I don't feel like I want to find I got to out something out of my life I like doing. But it's a weight. It's it's awkward. It causes awkwardness. It's difficult. You can't complete the task with it. So why you keep doing it? So a lot of times people say, I don't know, I just kind of find myself back in. I really be trying. Well, don't think about it. You're trying to talk to the wrong person. I did that really be trying too. You're not really trying. The really trying is the resisting. You know what I'm saying? That's the really trying by not giving in. Because nobody going through nothing other people hand. What makes it hard for all of us is the fact that people did it. That is, like, man, that Turuah got that stupid test. Can't nobody pass that stupid test. Test stupid anyway. Nobody pass it. Go there, other people pass it, so it's going to be tight. So the rest of them passed it. It's still stupid. Nobody backing me down. They went down and looked to see, but they passed it. We were willing to hear what you were saying, but other people passed. This is what's going to hurt you. You're going to look bad with other people doing it. This is what's going to kill you. The fact that other people did it. Let's see right quick. 15th chapter, book of Yahuchanan. 15:22. Listen.
If I had not come and spoken to you,
What happened?
there would be no kata in them. But now they shall not be able to escape on account of their kata.
That's tight. You know what we was able to use on before? It was difficult. It was difficult to do this thing before he came. He said, but since I done came and I spoke to him, he said, you ain't gonna make it tight.
That's right.
You're not gonna be able to use difficult and strenuous, and man, it was hard pressed. He said, because I done it. I came, I spoke to you. I mean, I taught you, I instructed you, I showed you. You know, right? So you have everything you need in order to complete it. See, what y'all don't realize, and I understand y'all being comfortable and relaxed, and I mean that's where you at, honestly. And I'm not gonna beat my head against the pew to try to make you get it, but that's where you at. But you need to be looking at something wrong with you. Y'all want the truth?
Yes, sir.
Something wrong with a lot of y'all. I'm telling you, something real wrong. You don't even know it. Something's wrong with you because if you're not processing yourself, you're not saved. That's not a good place. Where y'all might think a good place is, I'm trying to be saved. That's not a good place. He don't have a place for people trying to be saved.
That's right.
He only had two places, saved and non-saved. Trying is non-saved. Y'all got to get off this fence of, but I'm trying, I'm growing. Sometimes you can use that as a crutch not to get to where you got to go. See, this thing is so urgent on us, so hard pressed, you got to get there. And you don't have the time not on your side. Time not allotted. Every time you hear the word, that's your opportunity to sit down and look and say, let me process this. Let me make sure I got this down. Let me make sure I'm doing this. Because there's a certain place I got to be, and you ain't making it. And I mean, that's just being honest. Y'all, I know now it ain't that serious because he not burning up where you at right now. He ain't flooded out where you at. So you thinking. But that man got something for you, and they're preparated. Because, you know, he looking at those people, and those people seeking repentance. A lot of people, you think a lot of people just laying over there? Some of them people looking at, I need to look at what I believe. I guarantee you, there's some people doing some real, listen, and some people looking to get it right. And he gonna look at, you know, you got all this information and all this going for you and all this stuff he had done to you that should have happened to you. You're in trouble, and you're gonna be in worse trouble than them people. So he tried to tell the people about when, by Capernaum them, and told them how if the mighty works had been done in them that were done in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what he said? He said it would have remained to this day. He told them that. Y'all don't see what that man burned them folks up. Y'all know it did work right here, or what I'm teaching would have been taught them people. Them folks would have repented. Hawaii would still be a beautiful place to go to and repent. Go there and relax and enjoy themselves. But this man looking at you, don't heard the word. You in bad shape. See, this ain't a good place for you. This is what people believe. I hear it. I ain't gonna do it. Bump him, bump this. Then I'm gonna hit the street, do what I want to do. That's not a safe place, because you guilty of what you know. You know, and for y'all to sit here the whole time and don't make the change, look at how important it is. You playing a dangerous game. Listen, out there in here, you're going to die. Don't make no difference. I ran in, I'm telling you why I ran in for. I ran in because I ain't want to die. Y'all want the truth? I ain't want to die, period. I ain't talking about die, burn later. I ain't want to die, period. So I said, if I run in and get in there, I keep from dying. Little I know, you still going to die. He said, I'm not going to play no games with you and tell you no lie. You're still going to die. I said, well, as long as I don't get sick, cold, something like that. I don't know if I ever had pneumonia before. No, I never had I ain't had pneumonia, the new one or the old one, as far as I know nothing about. But as long as I ain't get sick, he know you'll get sick too. The only thing that we can do at this point, right, like they do when they find a person who right at death, you know what I'm saying? At this point, we do it, make you comfortable. You know what they did? He said, all I can do is just make you comfortable, because you're going to still move. Y'all need to know that. All he do is make me comfortable. That's what Nakuma, he gave me a comfort behind it. So let me know, I ain't going to tell you no lie, you still going to die. And you sick anyway. You sick all the way to death. So the only thing I do is make you comfortable. And the comfort had come in through the word. No shot, no pills, no hemp, no marijuana, no Oxycontin, or any of these other drugs he gave me. It's the comfort he gave me in the writing. That know I'm going to pass through a way that everybody got to pass through. But it's a way a person Sadiq passed through versus a person that Rosha. Y'all got it. That's the difference. Y'all got it. See, for those that in Yahuwah, he said they sleep. He said I can get them up. But other people, he said they dead. Because even though I get them up in my spot, they go into eternal burning. Y'all got it. And that's a whole nother state of consciousness. So the mind plays a whole lot of part of what you do. And the reason I talk to y'all guys about this, because I don't think y'all really, and I know you don't. And listen, just know I know where you guys are at. You'll get a spark. You'll get a little flick, but it ain't enough to light you where you'll stay consistent, because you'll get you'll get lazy, you'll get comfortable with things, you'll try to use other things to get you off of the responsibility of what you got to do. Salvation is your greatest responsibility. It's a constant examine yourself of where you at and what you got to do. Make sure you're doing right by this man. Make sure you're in a good place with yourself. So that's part, like people want to, I want to know where I'm at with him. You want to know why you want to know where you're at with him? Because you ain't nowhere with him. I don't really know where you're at with him because you ain't nowhere with him. And he wants you to know that. That's why you asking. Like I asked y'all, you know how I be asking y'all where I'm at with him? I don't be asking y'all like where I'm at with him? Interesting. I don't know why I don't do that. Why I don't ask y'all? That's crazy. Probably because I should know that. And you do it because you know you like to play. And you're trying to see where somebody can help you out and make the work easier for you. You don't have to do it. Everybody got to do the same work. Don't fool yourself. Everybody, the work I'm doing, you ain't got to get up here and you got to teach. Everybody got to live the same way. He don't have no special way for me to live, a special way for somebody to live. Everybody live the same way. It's the same requirements. It's the same requirements. So everybody got to do the same thing. Y'all got it. But we just got to be mindful. It's about where you're at and things you have. That's again, because these become your difficulties. Everybody be honest with yourself. I asked y'all how many times? Write down everything you got. Write down what you love. I said, go through and look at what you willing to separate from for you. And it's easy. And the reason I tell you to do it, because when you look at that paper, yeah, you can do it. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. That's where the problem gonna be at. Because when situations, circumstances come up, that'll show us where we are. Even me, that shows us where we at. So every now and then he allowed things to happen so you can see where you at. I allowed it. And then when you start to realize when things happen, it ain't no, man, another misfortune. Getting it to somebody else. No, this is the will of Yahuwah. But it can still be a benefit if I'm conscious of who allow, who hearts. Allow. Y'all do this for me. Do this. That's allow. If you got something, you allow. Do this. Nobody can take nothing. You don't want nobody to take it. Why you got it like this? Because I don't want nobody to take it. You ain't going to believe it. This is your heart. This is all our hearts. Word being taught. Our information coming. What can get in? What you got to do? Now, that's a matter about want. You kids, you might have, y'all remember your kid, you post and you let folks get, you might close, you don't want them to get no more. You don't want them to have it. Y'all remember that? That's what they call. Open, close, they know. No, I don't want you to have any. I don't want you to have it. And guess what? This is what we do in the Word come. Because he wants a part of us. He don't want you to just say, I want you to allow. I want you to let. But that comes with what? I had to feel comfortable with you. I had to be able to trust you. Y'all got it. I had to trust. And guess what the problem comes with Yahuwah? We don't trust him. We don't trust him for everything he said. We trust him to a point. We trust him as long as I can be right there and I can hold it too. You know somebody? Come on, listen. I got my bike. You tell me, can you ride? Yeah, come on. Just had to get on. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? God pull you. But I ain't gonna let you ride. I pull you. Cause I don't want to be on here too in case something happens. I'm just not willing to release and let go like that. I don't want to just give it in his hand. And that's how we are with him. We want to allow him. God allow him. It's hard because that's something we ain't never done. Think about it. You can't trust people. You can't trust your own family. So now you ask me to trust something I can't see physically with my physical eye. I typically work off my physical eye. I work off a physical conversation. I work off being able to watch and see you with my physical eyes to see your attributes and your acts in order for me to do this. Now you tell me to do this with him, but it's the fact he said, I told you before it happened. I ain't understanding what he said, because he realized this. I know you don't trust me, and I don't trust you either. Not until you show me different. So let's both do this. Let's both show each other something. Let's both show each other something so we can trust each other. Y'all understand? I changed my way of living and doing things based off stuff that I wrestled with myself. I looked at. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for a man not just be having sex. Why wouldn't it? What's wrong with that? Doing stuff. Then he come with this regulation rule stuff. It don't make sense. Why would you? I don't see what's the harm in it. But he like, you just got to trust me. You got to trust me. You'll see the benefit of what I'm telling you. It's an order that you do. It's a respect for yourself. It's a lot of things you do. That's not right there. You don't respect you. It's stuff. It's crazy. It's like, how do you get this mindset now that you didn't have then? Because you had to learn to open. You had to trust. He had allowed me to look at. Let's look at all your decisions and let's look at mine. Let me tell you about some things before they happen. You come and you say, wow. Like I seen that stuff like nothing like 1,000 years soon to come. Do y'all know, I think when Dwayne was saying, his mom said down in Florida, said that people not getting in the water or something like that because it's too hot. Y'all ever heard that before? People not getting in the ocean, in the sea because it's too hot. I never heard that before in my life. Never heard it. That's why you went swimming to cool off. I told y'all we went to Mexico. Listen, David tell him, he had 94 degrees. I said, we was in the water. Listen, you walked straight in the water. I said, this is like swimming in piss. I said, I ain't never been in no warm pool before. I'm like, it's hot. What? Go, listen, went into the yard. Listen, straight in like, I ain't talking about no, okay, they ain't bad. Listen, straight in, all the way in. No, there ain't no shit. The water warm. Tell her, it's straight warm. You sitting here like, I've never seen it before. The water just warm. I'm like, how is the sea warm and the pool? I'm like, who runs a hot pool? They're like, it's crazy. He just burned these places up. He know a way to get everybody to keep from being naked. But see, this is stuff that people live their life for, to lay on the beach, lay naked, do this. He look at, I change it. Then he bringing sharks in to eat you up. You're not stupid yet. Listen, I hear one day shark attack. I come back tomorrow, shark attack. I'm a nigga. I ain't going back in. Third day I come, shark attack. Fourth day I come, shark attack. Fifth day, shark attack. Another day, they swarming out, and some tell me to get back in there. This is a freak occurrence. The man trying to tell you, there's a shark in the water. The man he's shaking up everything we know to show you. Whatever you told yourself, you need to stop lying to yourself. That man closing everything in on us. So when I'm talking to y'all about this is being honest. I know y'all guys not gonna do this. And that's the part that it's like you just have to be good with the fact that you guys are gonna keep playing. Y'all gonna keep playing. This man gonna kill you dead. He gonna kill you dead. You don't even realize he's marking you. This is the part you'll realize. He is marking you every time, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna be your hurt. You in your strength right now, so you're going. It's tongue smell. He's trying to scare us. So think about it. I'm trying to scare you to stop doing wrong because, for me, what? Because then, when you stop doing wrong, then I can manipulate you. There's nothing in it for me, other than my soul on line for not telling you the truth. Other than that, you start doing wrong. That's a benefit for you. That's not a benefit for me. That's a benefit for you. And I try to talk with us in a way to where we really kind of get the gist of words. You hear stuff, you don't realize how much. If you don't really know what words mean, you really don't know how to really approach it on. I didn't look at it that way. Did y'all ever let sin we're so compassed by with so great a cloud of witness, let a lay aside every weight? Did you look at it as difficulty? I know like a weight is something, but then when you start to break it out, look at a difficult, it is awkward. It's awkward when you have to do the will of Elohim and something's preventing you. You don't realize that something, like, I don't know what it is. You know the best thing to start searching yourself. Start searching yourself. That's just being honest. And you know what a lot of us do? A lot of us will do like one of the Beth, the Bath, which is the Abarym word for daughter, B-A-T-H. Y'all know that already. For Laban. When Laban came to search their tent to see who stole his Elohim, she lied and sat on it because she didn't want to give it up. She held on to it. And you know, a lot of y'all the same. Listen, this man was in pursuit of it. He goes and said, man, you were in pursuit of me like somebody stole something. And she was willing to hold on to it. And she was willing to lie and hold on to it. And we're guilty of that. We're guilty of not coming clean. And it's going to hurt you later. It's good for the moment because guess what? Right now I got everybody fooled. I'm fooling them. They don't know. I'm fooling them. They don't realize he know. And only way you can fool us, he allow it. He just allow it. He does that because he got a plan. See, what you think and manipulate is not manipulating. I'm doing it because I need to have something against you. That's why he the man to play with. I'm telling you, listen, when you really learn his strategy, it's one of the things you say, I never looked at it that way. That's scary. I need to have something against you. See, just like when he come back on these people, these folks gonna be in trouble. Like all that stuff they took out of them hills and took out of them mountains, that's he gonna tell them he come back, and I think it was in EU, he said the gold is mine and the silver is mine. He come up with this stuff. Y'all know how many stuff these folk done stole and took out of the ground and moved and took to their places? He let them do it. He come back for vengeance on these people. Just like y'all know, Laban was in hot pursuit till he ran them down. They don't even know. That man gonna be in hot pursuit for them like Laban. He coming for his stuff. That's it. He coming for his stuff. You know what they told Laban? They said, your coat done stole everything that's yours. And he got on his knees and prayed and said, well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna leave it in the hands of the Lord. Y'all remember that? No. He got it Abarym. He got in pursuit for him. What y'all think they gonna do with Yahuwah? Listen, you know what they done told Yahuwah? They done stole all that's yours. Man, they done stole Yahuwah. Isn't that right? Y'all done told, listen, Yachazaqal scattered. These people gotta pay for what they done. And y'all don't realize the stuff you do, this man setting you up. You thinking I'm just doing you're not. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's getting up on nobody. You're only doing what he is allowing because he has something else in store for you. And it's not what you're thinking. Someone thinking, he's gonna let me repent later. No, I wasn't thinking about that. I think it'll make you pay later. That's why you gotta start looking at what you're doing. A lot of stuff is just not good. Let me tell you something, best thing to do, like I tell you, listen, I feel good. I really, listen, whoever I had hate on, I pronounce these folk to burn. Listen, I have moved from that. Whatever Yahuwah decide to do, that is him. And strictly here. He can keep who he will. Y'all got it? Ain't no skin off my back. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make sure I get in and we get in. I have removed it. Listen, I don't subscribe to this foolishness. Let people do. Listen, you're good. That's where you're at. And you're in that, that's where I was. That's where I was at. Till he saw fit to realize you're going to have to get serious for yourself. Me, I had to get serious for myself. You can't keep being that person. And you guys are good with who you are because that's where you at. And that's where you'll be till he get back here. It's to the end now. You can't afford to be that person. That man said, I'm coming quick. And my reward, I'm going to give to everybody according to your works done been. That's it. What's your works been? He popping up right now. Bam. What's your work? You ain't got to answer. Everybody going to get paid for their work. He back right now. What you got a chance to stop repent? What's your works? Where you going? He him right now. You know what's scary? You knew this. You knew this. Why are you still doing it? That's why the man told you, why am I having mercy on you? For what? You knew I was coming. He said, you knew I was coming. Why would you say that? I didn't look at it like, so what you thought he was going to do, stop and wait and give you a little while to get it together? That's how you got to live. That man said, I come quick. He said, my reward, when I come back, I didn't bring you nothing. You told me something. Then you bring me Kai? No, I brought you Moo. When he looking, once he get up and leave, everybody reward is with me. I'm not going back and say, God, man, I knew it was someone I forgot. No, when he come, I already measured out what everybody getting. That's how he do everything. Even when they gave him the food, he told him about how much to get. Somebody told me, man, you know what? Man, I'm telling you, how much that? Just say, man, how much you gonna get? How much you get? You starving. About that much? About that much? Yeah, I'm probably get about that much. How much you figure you get? You probably about right now? How much you try to get? You hungry. Tell me you hungry. How much you gonna try to get? You're bigger than Val. Let me see Val. Hold your let's see. You're bigger than him. Let me see y'all two. Come see you. How much you gonna get? I'll try to get like that. What you had, Ken? You remember what you had? Well, come and let us see it. And also my brother told me to give you a check because nobody can see what you had over there. Right now. All that different. He said, yeah, I'm going to get everybody a homer. Yeah, everybody get a homer. He said, it's going to be, I don't know how hungry. He said, it's according to eat. So when I give a man, see, you had your mind what you get. He said, I already measured out. All that's stuff you got in your, listen, he told everybody, he said a homer. Every man according to eat. Everybody, if it's 10 people get a homer. One person they get a homer. Somebody, they got 10. He said 10 people. He said, he that got a much and had nothing over, and he that got a little had no lack. He said, I measure everybody the same thing. That's how I met. That's why he ain't got like, okay, I got a homosexual destruction, then I got a little light destruction. He said, I measure every man according to his evil. You committed, everybody getting the same amount. That's why we start looking at things, considering, folks, you playing a dangerous game. Now y'all play a dangerous game. I wouldn't play it. It ain't worth it. Listen, you can go out there. Your mind ain't going to be right. Your mind ain't going to be right. You don't think it's right. It don't be right. Every now and then he going to strike you. You know more than other people. That's going to cost you too. They're going to get you. Because you know more than other people just stupid. Somebody tell you, you know, man, the other night I had a dream. Jesus had came in. You sit there saying, yep, I know you ain't had no dream. It's a lie. You never seen no white man Jesus come and made up. But see, they don't know no better. They say what other folks say. You know more than other people. So, see, it's bad for us to do stuff. We know more than other people do. Just like when Una was on that ship, everybody was fine. It just caught Una was down. He knew better. Una knew better. He knew he didn't get up there. You saw Una when he woke up to my, I don't know, man. There's so many of y'all rank sinners on him. It could be any one of y'all. That man knew tough, man. False and me. He knew I ain't did what I was supposed to do. See how destruction fell on other people? And it wasn't, now other people, they all had their own Elohim. You saw the other people say, I'm going to repent, start serving your Elohim. They fine, because I don't have no agreement with those people. I have an agreement with you guys. That's why it's bad for y'all. Y'all will take them first or do it. Or I take them, I can run back in the street, it ain't over. Tony Smith, he ain't my pastor, he ain't over me, whatever, I'm free. I don't know, I ain't over nobody. All I'm doing is just tell you what the man said. From there, these are all choices we make. Everybody make choices at that point. Once you know what you got to do, this is a choice. You say, I'll blatantly be disobedient and I'll go contrary. And he said, I'll blatantly make sure you suffer for it too. And you're going to suffer hard. You're gonna suffer. Listen, there's the problem with it. He can let you live a long time and get you later. But that's what bad. You got to wonder, when is he coming? Every now and then, he'll shake your mind and let you remember, I am coming. And when you realize he done came up on you and you got it, and you leave him, next time your eyes open, it'll be just like you blinked. People that dead, it's just like they blink. You think them people know, man, I've been in the grave for 1,000 years. It's been 500 years. I've been here for 35 years. All they knew, they blinked and they gone. And when their eyes open, they're going to be standing in the mosh pot. And no need to tell them, what this is right here? Why everybody in line? That's what he told you. It's a point on all unashamed to do what? Moot. After this, come the mosh pot. He said, so the Mashiach was once offered to bear the sins of many. Under them that look to him shall he appear without kata unto Yeshua. That's salvation. But you guys not looking for salvation. So he let y'all come here and let you sit, let you get this teaching talking, because he's going to, y'all want the truth, he's going to use this against you. I know, don't worry about it. I know, you said, man, why? And he let you sit here, because you're going to be inexcusable. That way you'll be inexcusable. What you going to say? I went taught, I don't know, he didn't go over it with me, it went clear. He made sure you understand it. He makes sure you know, because that's how he going to punish you. See, that's why he can have it without recall. It don't make sense, because you knew. You heard the sound of the Kato Sarah. You heard it. So what you gonna do? Let's see right quick. What's that? 33:1? Yachazaqal? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yachazaqal, they call Ezekiel. I'm concerned about us. Yachazaqal. That means Elohim strengthens. Listen.
And the Debar of Yahuwah came to me, saying,
What did it say?
Ben of Adam, speak to the Bani of your arm, and say to them, if I bring a sword upon it, on a aratz, in the arm of the aratz take one each from among them, and set him to them for a watchman. And he sees the sword coming upon the aratz, and blows on the shofar, and warns the arm. And the hearer hears the sound of the shofar, and does not take warning. Mm-hmm. And a sword comes and takes him away. His dam shall be on his own head.
What did I tell y'all? This is what he just told you. Read that one more time for him.
The last verse?
No, what you just read at the beginning.
Verse 1?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That way it can be right.
Yes, sir.
Out the mouth 2 or 3 witnesses. Come on.
And the Debar of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Ben of Adam, speak to the Banim of your arm, and say to them, if I bring a sword upon it, on a aratz, in the arm of the aratz take one each from among them, and set him to them for a watchman. And he sees the sword coming upon the aratz, and blows on the shofar, and warns the arm.
Y'all hear that? And he blows the shofar, which is the ram's horn. He blows the ram's horn. And what happened?
And the hearer shama the sound of the shofar, and does not take warning.
So the call is the sound. Call the sound. So the hearer, he shamas the sound. So we know he wouldn't do it intelligently, because this is what he does. What happened?
And a sword comes and take him away.
And the sword comes and take him away. Him away or them away?
Him away.
Takes away one of the people that he watching for.
His dam shall be on his own head.
Y'all hear that? His blood is on his own head. That became his responsibility, not the responsibility of the person giving out the warning. What happened?
He shama the call of the shofar.
He heard the sound of the shofar,
but did not take warning.
But he didn't take the warning. What happened?
His dam shall be on himself.
His dam gonna be on him.
But had he taken warning, he would have delivered his kai.
Y'all hear what he's saying? Had he taken the warning though, he would have saved his soul. So, I've been trying to tell y'all people that it's a sword on the land. And you people have not listened. You people have, not just in this room now. Definitely, first of all, I'm talking to the way of y'all first. Yehudi, the Yahudim, and Yasharal. Then it go to all the other goyim. So this gets you guys. I'm talking about you guys. You guys have not heeded the call. Y'all heard the sound. You seen what's going on out here. And what scares me is the fact that when y'all see all this stuff going on out here, why that don't make you change? Why don't make you really look at how serious you need to get about your salvation? Because this man is soon to come. When you ever heard of, I'm tell you, when you heard of a vacation, this man have burned up practically an island. When have you heard that in the years you've been living? That people had to run for their life and jump in the sea to save themselves. You ever heard that before, Ain't Smith? You've been over there. You've been on the island. You haven't been in Maui, but you've been in Hawaii. You lived over there. Have you ever heard of something like that? They had volcanoes erupt. They come out. That's been about the most serious stuff they get over there. Nobody's ever heard of this man have burned. I'm talking about have completely burned it down. Cars, house. I'm talking about it's good. It ain't like a couple of houses here. He's destroying the place. We seen this with Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, a lot of these vacation places destroying, all these people have done was sit here and live nothing like but just shadim.
That's right.
Between the sex, the rape, the drinking, the smoking, the party, the clubbing, the blatant disobedient man. This man is irritated. He's angry with us. He is so angry with us. You people don't take it serious. Mm-hmm. I said, man, we ain't took it serious. But man, I'm looking at it. We leaving him. These poor kids have no idea what kind of, they don't have no idea. They going to school. They looking at Monday morning, they going to school. They don't have no idea. This man is ripping their place apart. Man, this is him. They had a storm. I was looking the day, I've never seen in my life the distance of these storms. They had one coming from California all the way to North Carolina. Mm. Do you understand how much land is between California? Thunderstorms from California to North Carolina. Then he had some from, it was somewhere all the way across to Missouri. I mean, he's going across, he's going down. It's like flash flooding, thunderstorm. You're like, from California to North Carolina, what kind of distance we talking about? You understand? We talking about probably 2,000 miles of a storm? This man is ripping these places. I think it was something like Minneapolis all the way to Missouri. Stuff that don't even make sense the way it's going, the directions of how it's coming. And you know what people doing? They ready to play. Ready for football. Basketball, see, because you idiot, he is going to destroy this place. They can't even take no more disasters. One world leader from Turkey, one of the prime ministers, he said that. Not the president, anyone. He said, the whole world is in a mess. He said, listen, he said the whole world is in a mess. People, they're not even, we've never seen this. We're about to watch West Keebler come in to invade another country over here, which is finna cause a divide on other countries who gonna feel like, I'm not agreeing with this. This ain't finna, you talking about destabilizing? This is a complete war between Israel, Palestinian. You got all these Arab nations saying, we sick of this foolishness. We sending arms to these Palestinians, we finna train them. And listen, Israel is nuclear and so is Turkey. So is Iran. You got, and I know y'all don't watch the news, but I think we're on preach it. Some news you don't get, you ain't gonna hear from me. You're gonna see it. You'll hear, when you hear that by the time they look, we gone. North Korea is very serious about lunching. China is being boxed. India has moved over now to Australia because they found out that China had been stealing everybody's stuff. The parts China been selling these people, they've been stealing all the information. India told them, we don't want no more of their stuff. And India has gone into Australia. Australia is key against China because we're building a sub. England and the United States are building a super sub here. This sub is going to be able to scan and get all the information. And China don't want that sub there. India is coming in now to help do this. And India is a part of Bryce. These groups are in two other groups. You're in too many groups. You can't be no Q-Dog, no Alpha, and no Kappa. You can't do that. Like, no. You gonna pick a side? Everybody is running, jumping side. They full flipping and gun. Whole world in a mess. It's a mess. Everybody power struggling. People starving. All these people starving. And you know what the problem is? Y'all guys ain't serious about living right with nothing going on. That scared me. I thought you guys would really look at with all this stuff going on. You look at, you say, no, I gotta make sure I'm right. If my wife don't get right, my kids don't get right, my grandkids, whoever it is, I'm talking for any. I gotta make sure I'm right. We never seen this. We never seen whole. Listen, trucking, complete mess, just pretty much destroyed. We never seen this in our life. One industry you have to protect is transportation. You move things. You have to have this. Man, this thing is destructive now. And you losing transportation, you losing everything. That's your key. The market, y'all, everybody trades the market. Terrible. The market's terrible. It's so flip-flop up. Do y'all understand these are, but y'all go to work, so a lot of this stuff ain't important to y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot y'all got jobs. And let me see, you idiot. Because your job probably 9 times 10 attaches to the market. Y'all people idiots. A lot of y'all are idiots. You don't realize your job, your business, attracts to that industry, it attaches to the market. The market determines all of it. This is what people trade, put money in. People getting out. People losing. When you got, what? Y'all afraid? Donald Trump, son-in-law, what Pope man one of the baggers at, why them flip? Y'all heard about that? Christian. He's supposed to have something to do with part of that, with that supposed to be going up, bellying up. Listen, if you related to a Trump, he don't have a business that don't belly up. Just tell me one. When they sit on fight, when's the last time you seen Trump name on the bottom of them fights? They're showing the vision, Trump vision. Whenever they show that fight, they have Trump. Trump done. He don't own a business that don't flop. See, what he learned, it better get it, run it, make everybody run to the height and flop it. He trying to be like LeVan Hawkins. He won 100 finals on 100 black men. That's what he did with rallies and checkers. He'll run a restaurant and get it over. Everybody flop to it. He let them buy it, and it flop. Man, checker, I know y'all go to checker. I went eat that garbage, man. I don't even pour my car in their lot. I kept, man, a checker, man, go no fusion like that. I'll put my grandkids on punishment. I finally eat that fusion. I don't know, last time I turned in a checker. Oh, I had a lot of folks in it. A lot of folks got hit in it. They first came out, they was a decent to eat. I couldn't eat that garbage if I wanted to. Just, listen, man, you might well go eat smut. I can eat that stuff. Look at the building. Man, listen, you take a dunk and the garbage, the french fry and the hamburger all in the same spot with the buns and the lettuce and tomato. Man, I can't eat that stuff, man. Where the bathroom at? You think I believe them folks walking out that building, going to the bathroom and washing their hands and come back there to cook? And they got to open that door up and come back in there? No, I don't eat in places like that. I know that hurt y'all feelings. Y'all people eat anyway. But I'm just telling you, some stuff you just start, listen, really, honestly, y'all got to start looking at what you put in your body because it play a part of how you think. I used to believe that stuff. I'm just telling you what, listen, nobody eat junk that think intelligent. They eat junk because that's how they think. You have to start using some wisdom when you're doing stuff. There ain't no water on that. No, that's in the wood. But you have to start looking at some stuff you do. A lot of that stuff plays a part on how you think. Why y'all think he gave you a diet? Why y'all think he gave you a diet? Because what you eat play a part of your energy. See, food becomes a source for medicine, for feeding yourself, and with intelligence. And these people learn how to beat you out by what they feed you. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. Why did Turuah want to eat that? Why did she want to eat the fruit? What was it? Make her what now? What food? No, why? Wisdom just come around. Why would she think food would make her wise? Why would she think food would make her smarter? And you can tell why. Look, you've been eating, you're getting dumb and fatter. They show your food. It show you. You dumb. I know it hurt your feelings. I won't hurt your feelings once you start thinking. These are things people ain't tell us. Christian churches teach that. The fatter mean you saved. Okay. I rode by that Golden Corral. I started going to run all them folks out of. I already know him. Y'all fat, you holding up this line, and y'all blocking that ice cream machine for these kids. They feed these people slop and food. Listen, last time I can't. Age done got me too. You can't eat all this stuff. Look at it hard breathing, sweating. Yeah, and it come out your skin. It reeks. The food reeks out of you. Okay, certain food reeks out of your skin. Y'all eat certain food, you don't realize. I know the phone. They don't realize certain foods you eat, it reeks out of your skin. And y'all try to wonder what your smell is. It's what you put in your body. I just got a hygiene problem. I know. You done ate the jeans when you were high. That's your problem. Every time you high, you eat your jeans. Stop it. If we don't get smarter, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We're losing the fight on salvation because you're not staying. You gotta look at. He gave you a diet for a reason. A lot of things he told the people. He said, "This is your wisdom." In the sight of all the goyim, their wisdom was their eating, their behavior, what he gave them. He said, "This is your wisdom. This is gonna be your skill level." And you don't realize y'all hurt your skill level with certain things you do. When you train this certain stuff you don't eat. Go find a boxer finna fight tomorrow night and see if he's sitting down eating a pizza with all the toppings on it, with some ice cream and cake. He said, "I got a fight coming up. I can't eat that stuff." He'll get strict months before that. He gonna reduce, he gonna constantly keep training. Cause the closer he get to the fight, the more he's trying to step it up. The man getting ready to come, and where you at? He gonna pick, where you at? We ain't talking about, where are you ruach? Because you're not serious. You're not serious. Right? Buster Douglas hit his second fight. Tyson Ferguson's second fight, no time out. Because you're not serious. You getting one little victory and you letting it go to your head. Listen, this is a matter of endurance. Endurance means we got to start looking at everything we doing that come out of our salvation. I ain't tell you can't eat nothing, but at some point you got to start looking at, when you're looking at where you at, you got to start looking at everything you're doing. What plays a part of why I'm having these difficulties? What plays a part of why there's an awkwardness in my salvation? Just like you can't stay strict with what you're doing in your natural flesh, you can't stay strict with what you're doing when it comes to ruach. It's things you have to restrict yourself from. That's just being honest. People start looking at me, man, put all that money, trying to eat, spend that money trying to eat like that. That'll kill you too. I mean, it's just more dumb talk. And go look at what you eat. Stupid people talk like that. Man, trying to spend money, trying to eat healthy, that'll kill you too. Nobody never heard it. That's the first time you heard it. Why you think that philosophy idea? Because you want to stay in your condition. And you want to convince somebody else who ain't got that much brain. Say, you know what? You're right. How many people done died from eating healthy? But how many of y'all heard people say that? It'll kill you too hard, your stuff is. But the cheap stuff got you living good. It ain't, and that's why you dying. Because you know what? That food gets you lazy. And just like, I'm telling you something, there's nobody here that's naturally lazy that ain't lazy and they living. Ain't no food, listen, food me. I be talking to y'all, cause I watched one quit. Started complaining. I caught it. I watched it. I said I can give it y'all that way. I saw it. I already know you'll quit them. It's bad. When I try to get y'all think, it's for a purpose. It's to try to teach you how to set pace for yourself and have goals and understand why you're doing what you're doing. I know it's a physical thing, but when you start seeing yourself conquering physical, because that's what you see first, then we want to transfer that energy and that intelligence and want to use it for this ruach fight. Because if anything, the hardest thing I had to do was live him. Anything I do that's not the hardest. That's not the hardest I had to do. Hardest thing I do is fight in the flesh, what you got to battle. And when you give in to this stuff here, I already know you giving in to other stuff too. You might not. I know folks say, "Oh, I ain't committing fornication, I ain't jacking off." Quit thinking this the only thing this is what folks, I'm living right because I ain't jacking off. Seriously? You know who ain't jacking off? A eunuch. But that means he can't lie. That means he can't lust. That means he can't drink. That means he can't harbor things in his heart. That means he can't serve other Elohim. Because this is the stupidity. If I cut my penis off, then I can be saved. When he ever asked you to do that? He's trying to get you to cut off the mentality. Because it's a mindset. So if I cut the penis off, does the desire go away? It's still there. I just can't function. But you don't realize you're off of it. He said because it starts in here. The physical act you're doing is one thing. He's looking at, I'm looking at where it started. Because you know, that's your difficulty. Yeah. That's what's awkward for you. You could have left the penis on if you fixed your heart. The women, they'll do the same thing. Women, they'll go in there and try to extract them and do circumcise a woman, which ain't no, that's the dumbest thing. If a woman be circumcised, that's a man. And she got to hold that thing with 2 hands. That's crazy. Everybody keep trying to do something that make no sense. The monks, everybody, like, listen, if you check, listen, I'm telling you what I do to keep me from lusting all the thing. I change the heart. I change the mind. You learn, it's a difficult, you can lie yourself. I done bust out of here and shot in the back of my head. Just stop it. Just stop it. It's a will flat. Don't get into it. I seen it already. Keep moving. My wife, she never walking watch me. Watch no more about that hump. I said, I don't watch that stuff. I turn the volume down. I said, thing don't bother me because I don't hear it. No, I don't watch it. I just don't give me any. And I'm mad. I just think about what. Listen, it's just don't give me. Don't get it time. Don't try to go see how strong you are. Because now you're going to turn me around, sit there. I'm just looking. I'm going to keep fighting. And that thing, lipstick done popped on my lip. And titties done popped up. I turned to a transsexual. Quit fighting. He told you to start watching it. So this ain't bothering me at all. Lip getting redder, chest pumping out here getting titties. Don't play with it. Now I got to come explain to y'all, I don't know what happened. He said, I told you, don't play with it. Don't set there roast it before your eyes. Because at the period, you take a knife out. I wait. I know they get through. There's some music going on. Turn me talking something. How I know they stop? They're the same hunching music. You know that hunching music. Oh, keep looking at it. They got hunching music. Wait till the hunching music go off. Instead, you can watch it be smart. Yeah, it's a hunch. It's going to turn and hear that sound. Bust it. That's the music. And you start talking something. It ain't still going. The music called Bust it. And I'm talking something. I don't know if they through, though. Bust it. Quit being stupid. Oh, like they crazy. Like them. How I know if they done. You know. They got music letting don't entertain that stuff. It's stuff you can watch. Do you learn? Let the folk have. You know what I'm saying? You still be good. The folk just try to push stuff and you play with stuff you ain't got no business playing with. I'm straight. Man. I don't play with that stuff. I ain't going to come down. Oh, this Ross Smith. Yeah, we need you kind of medicine and bless these wounds. Them wounds ain't getting that from me. I ain't touching no. These wounds, them wounds gonna stay where they at. I'm not coming to touch no wound. Man, I remember one time, man, they'd call me preacher man years ago. I used to read about it later all the time. She'd see me. They're my second job. They was in there. She'd call me preacher man. Everybody called preacher man. I used to read my Bible. I'd be saying, read my Bible. The man come in the truck driver, he sat down, he was talking. He said, what you reading? He said, Bible. I said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, I'm a deacon. I know about that Bible. Oh yeah. He said, yeah. He said, I should go ahead and go with my pastor. He said, I go ahead and pray for folk. He said, my pastor said, he said, I had to pray for a lady who couldn't go. She said she had a fever. So I went over the house and so I went in and said, I said, I come there and pray for her. I said, where the fever? She said, right. So I put my hand and prayed, lay her. She said, her titty jumped in his hand. Master, I was sitting back and I said, I'm like, what happened? He said, I worked that fever out of her. I said, like, what? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, when I told my pastor, I said, don't send me nobody else to pray for him no more. He said, when the lady has a weather fever, what he said, that titty jump right in his hand. He said, I worked that fever right out of her too. I was like, what in the world? But I'm saying he's a deacon. That's what he told me. So a lot of stuff, you can't play with stuff like that. A lot of stuff, no, man, I don't play around like that. Folks, try to say how strong I told you. I got enough for it to know that, but you got it. I got enough for it to know what to stay away from. If something wrong with your titty, you need to go see one of them titty doctors. Don't play with me. I held a titty all night for $5. I ain't going back down. Y'all hear me? I've been delivered. And my wife tried to get $5 out of me. I said, no, sir, I'm holding for free. I've been delivered. I'll never go back. Like, no. Once you've been delivered, don't go back. I'll hold it for free, but I ain't going to give you nothing. That's how you know you've been delivered. Like I said, turn the volume down. But the point is, you got to start looking at not putting yourself in situations. And another thing to do for people, like people sing 2 things for y'all to do. First one, get your behind married. Because it don't make sense. Now don't come at me, you need to be a certain place. Now sing for it don't make no sense for all that. Jack. Stop, it don't make sense. You singer. You need a wife, husband. It don't make sense. If people in condition, been married, spouse still living, they ain't died fast enough. Come, Yahuwah, come. So that's saying. Folks like, move when you will. So, but if folks here, sing folks, you ain't got to be in time. I don't get no testimony. Yeah, I'm out here struggling for what? We trying to fight. Y'all heard how Adam talk? He was in that garden struggling. I need me a wife. He said, I done seen too much in that gun. There's a lot of fruit. He looking around now. I ain't hungry. Man, why look at that tree? I eat all this here. I need a wife. And that man, he need a wife. That is a lot of stuff. I don't get it. I know y'all. I mean, that's fine. But now, if you in a certain spot religiously where you like, I just want to give myself to Yahuwah and just kind of maintain, that's beautiful. I'm not that guy. I ain't never possessed that gift. I ain't trying to get it. If they try to put on, I'm going to move. They say, here it comes. Be like, where it's at? I ain't trying to get that. It's certain gifts I want to lay hands. I want to heal people. I want to do all that stuff. I want to be able to see stuff. I'm getting that gift. We don't need no woman. Be like, somebody, I'm going to put somebody to get that one. I'm good. There's some gifts I ain't trying to possess. Like, but don't you want, I want to work all the gifts assigned. Let somebody do that one. I don't want to try to put it like they told Musha, it's too much on you. That hit down, I told, that thing will wear you out. So let somebody else have that one. But y'all start learning, some fights y'all have, you don't have to, some of y'all have fights you don't have to fight. And there's so much y'all do, you create fights to keep you from doing because you're afraid of responsibility. Oh, I know what's wrong with you. People are afraid, this is true. How do anybody know whether or not they'll be sufficient until you do it? I'm afraid if I get in it, I won't be. Once you make it your business to make sure you operate to your capacity. Because marriage is not just about sex. If people believe in it, it's a relationship. There are other things that involve besides sex in a marriage. That's a good part of a marriage. But there are other parts inside of a marriage as well that a person needs to look at doing, providing and doing. People say, what if I fail on? That's why I want to know how to take care of yourself first and be good at that. Make sure you take care of what you have, because now you're going to join two lives together, and you're going to need to be able to make sure I can manage that. Y'all got it? Then people need to be able to count on you to know you won't let me down. You're going to be there. You ain't a quitter. I ain't going to have you in a corner somewhere crying, hollering. You missing. I'm calling you. Me and preacher ride. Look at you. Let me say that. I tried to get preacher to come with me, but preacher wouldn't go. They run. Nigga, please. I ain't been around looking for you. Now there's some shoe. I ain't around looking for no nigga for it, please. You don't want to go home. I'm saying, he don't want to be there. I change the laws. I come home, man. I tell you, they ain't never call look for me. Bro, you remember that time y'all had to come look at me, you and your brother and your mom and them? Don't play no fools. I'm coming home. He doing no. Play no fools like that. Man, have my kid. My dad came home every day. 5:15, he walked down the hill. Him and that black lunchbox coming down that hill every day. I learned the program. Like that man would come home every same time. Listen, he coming, that bucket, he coming down that hill. Every time him and that lunch, but he take 2 sandwiches. You made him 2 sandwiches, right? He eating one, the other he get to the dog. He ready to eat lunch. He take 2, but he ain't gonna eat but 1. He come, he throw that one to the dog. He sit at the table ready to eat. So I learned a pattern of watching. This is what he done. You know what I'm saying? You didn't realize it, but it burned in your memory because you see he kept a behavior, consistent behavior about certain things. So ain't no pattern I learned where don't show up, come up missing, call looking for me, don't know what didn't happen to me. I don't play no stuff like that. Hey, your family no fools like that. Do better than that. You're a man. You jump in there, you do. That's why I try to show y'all. I don't know how you feel. You follow patterns. Don't follow the bad one, follow the good one. Isn't that right? It's a two-person effort. And women, start looking for somebody just to get you and pick you up and take you somewhere and pick you up and drop you behind and let you slip. I agree that nigga arms, so he pick you up and drop and said, now you know what it feel like to fall. Now get your behind up and make sure you putting your part in. You know, might be toting you around everywhere. You ain't no baby doll. Get in and put your end in, do what your part is. Don't let no man get behind, get in there and help him. See, sometimes they gotta get that pride. Well, I ain't never had that pride to sit around now. I ain't gonna tell my wife we finna be put out in the morning. That's stupid. I'm just, man, please. I ain't finna be put out nowhere no more. I never had my family no fools. I don't know where people get that fools from. Yeah, you know, I ain't want to worry with her. Yeah, surely she comfortable knowing she finna be put in the street tomorrow. Surely she coming to light go out talking about, yeah, I ain't want to put too much on you. Talking about reconnection fee. They ain't gonna be able to get him for 3 days. Everything in the refrigerator gone. I'm talking about the water and that stick of celery. You know, stupid. That's just stupid. Man, they ain't never did no foolishness like that. When y'all remember that stuff? Lights off, gas off. Man picking up the car. It never happened. No foolishness. Like, man, put your family through that. Man, that's too much stress on a woman. I don't know what got it. To me, it that be the dumbest stuff. It's like, why? You know who I don't like to be in the dog? My black behind. I get this kind of thrill out of being able to cut lights on and walk through my house and see where I'm going. You know, some kind of selfish reason. I like being in my house and folks ain't out to the police trying to get in there trying to set my stuff on the street. That's just stupid. Yeah, preacher, I didn't talk to you about it. Talk to me about what? Yeah, them folks, they tripping. Tripping? You can't, it's just stuff you have to formally listen. What happened on pay these people? Y'all got what I'm saying? It's like, what these people gonna do when they don't pay them? You gotta start thinking, they're at the street, what you think these folks gonna do when you don't pay them? These folks gonna kill you. No, you start saying, but these are things we pick up along ourselves because we look for reason. Typically when people do it, you get comfortable in your mind with, I'm okay with this happening. And then just letting it get rescued later. You can't operate like that. Same with your salvation. You gotta be proactive. I ain't trying to get right no last minute. I already made provision. He said, I made provision to pay them bills for the house. Now I got, listen, it's no lie. I ain't got to pay no more light bill, gas, to the end of this year, going into next year. So that's already been paid. I just pay when I get ready. I just send it in the way. My God people talk. They called me one time. Them folks talk. They said, my money. They said, listen. They said, don't pay no more. They said, don't send no more money. We can't. I was like, why? They said, don't. They said, you good. Don't send nothing else. We good. I said, I'm going to pay it. I'm going to use it. So I say the time, it'll be a month. I feel I don't want to pay no bill. I just don't pay it. I go back, I pay it again anyway. I already know I ain't got to pay no, listen, I ain't got to pay no more this year. I ain't got to pay probably March, January, February, March. Yeah, I probably pay like April next year if I have to pay some more gas bill. But I'm going to pay it anyway. I'm just that kind of nigga. I don't want to be worried about them folk coming over there. Anything, I go see them niggas. Tell them I'm just leave out with a sack of gas. I just give me some sacks. I don't know where they go in. It's air. Tied up in an air bag, let me just take it home with them, just stack it up in the closet somewhere. But it's just stuff, you ain't got to pay it all ahead. But as a man, y'all got to learn how to do stuff. You don't play around with stuff like that. Don't put women in there. Women ain't like us. You can be good. I ain't good with no sleeping outside no car. I'm not good outside. But women, they don't operate like that. Then you try, what's wrong with you? We going to hell anyway. You worry about this house. You worry about it. Well, nigga, pay the rent and pay the gas till we get to heaven. Y'all want to put heaven stuff over there and screwed up some. You heard preacher? All this stuff will be gone anyway. They don't try to use me. I know the nigga try. Don't you try to use me, nigga. Just before we leave, I'm going to ask him. I'm with him. Come as soon as you can. But I need to get that check. Even if I can't cash it. Let me get that check. I don't want to leave all that over before I leave him. Isn't that right? And if your mama get remarried, go get my money back from people. I don't have her around her new nigga laying around out there. Yeah, baby. We ain't worried about no gas. Just leave it burn. Go get all my money. I want you to go around to all them places, get all I want to put and cut it off. Tell them to cut it off. Nigga have that in my name. I got something new. They got stuff in my name. No. Ain't that right? They around out cutting them. Miss Smith, this ain't like you. It ain't me. It ain't me. Tell me it ain't like me. Isn't that right? No, won't play that stuff. Y'all folks, I can help y'all. Listen, I can do a married class, man class, help y'all out. And this is what happened with men. I mean, we have a problem with feeling like, it's like I'm a dummy. It ain't you a dummy. It's just things we need to be taught to realize all of us don't operate. Like a large scale of men do operate well. That's not important. You always got to remember on this. Like people say, it ain't just me looking at people count on me. I count on me. And because I count on me, I make the provision to make sure I want to have for myself. And it don't make sense saying it don't matter about me, it's them. That's kind of dumb. I matter and they matter. And when I stop mattering, I use that and I flake it around another way. I want to eat. I'll make sure they going to eat because I want to eat. Everything I'm going to do for them is because that's what I want to do. So therefore, you want to transfer that same type of mentality and tell them, stop being that person that sit back waiting the last minute. You can't keep operating your life like that. That mean we can't do that. Look at Yahuwah. What did Yahuwah declare? So he just waited every time a situation happened, when he jump up and do something. He said, I made provision. So if I'm like, he ruled it, why would I be waiting the last minute to do something? That don't make sense. That's not the protocol. He never sat there. Why am I waiting till somebody give me a notice saying I'm going to be out in 3 minutes? That don't make sense. He makes provision. I already know I got to have somewhere to stay next month. I'm not going to wait to April the 8th, April the 39th to start trying to pay my January rent. Like, are you serious? I mean, all this stuff going to be destroyed anyway. He said, oh, they're going to melt with fervent heat. Don't you quote them. Don't quote them. I tell her that sister made a video one time, I'm going to quote my hand across your face. And sister, he told me, he said, he ain't quoting no scripture to me. He said, he's going to quote his hand across my face. Y'all know that's just a video, too. That's all that was a video. And those sisters slapped me, man. Man, slapped me and sugar come off his hand. Oh, I got to cut you now. I got to cut you. A sister slap you? Oh, man, you can't. Listen, you can't let him leave. You know, tell him. You can't leave. I can't let you leave. That's a bad mean. Ah! Don't holler now. Don't holler now. Ain't that right? We can't holler now. It's way too late. But what we got to do, we got to start learning as men how to fix these situations and stop waiting till the last minute. And it's something I'm very concerned with y'all about that as men. Because I don't set that. Do I set that kind of protocol to y'all? Did I sit like I operate like that? I don't operate with nothing here like that. I don't operate with nothing of my own. Because, see, this is what you look at. He talk about a man can't take care of his own house. He's how he going to take care of the dog, all of him. Y'all think he'll say, y'all, I don't be paying my stuff. I pay it last minute. I don't know what's going on. I make sure we have a vision, make sure stuff done. As men, these are things, they might say, well, I don't be having enough. Then you got to look at what you get. Sometimes you got to say, that's not good for me. Because I'm not, at the time, that don't fit me. You got to start looking at what fits you sometimes. You can't go get everything and then holler down, oh, that don't fit me. No, we can't do that. You have to consider when you get it, what it's going to take for me to keep it. I'm saying, whenever you get something, it's going, whatever you got don't change or what you get in. I got to look at then what's going to change. More me putting time out to do this? Am I going to take away from some other things I got to do? You got to start looking at how I add things in because it's going to make a difference. Don't go get it and tell me, well, I just had to do it. You know how you said just jump out there. When I said just jump out there, don't play no stupid stuff like that. I'm a numbers man. I'm always doing numbers. It don't take, you got it. Listen, I'm always doing numbers. I don't need no calculator. I got the numbers right here. Now I walk through a house, when I look at a house, I'm going through my work. I'm right down there, I walk through, I start looking. I be putting numbers in. I walk through, I'm looking, I'm going through, I'm doing numbers. I decide what I'm going to do. I go through, I say, yup. I say, yup, I figure where I'm at. I ain't going to be far off. I ain't going to be far. When I put them numbers in my head and I walk through there, I ain't got to write nothing down. I put everything here. I walk that whole problem, I look at it, I say, I figure out what I got to do. And I know what I got to do then. I know where I got to move what's got to shift to what I got to do, and I got to be committed to do it. What I'm going to adjust to get it done. All that you got to do. I'm a man. I know Yahuwah, when he looked at all this, he did numbers. You know what y'all do? Y'all grab stuff and try to figure out the last minute. That's not good. See, y'all know what? Y'all women, y'all ought to appreciate me. I help these guys out. I'm trying to help men. Man, more just getting a man just jumping at, don't communicate, they'll do bad sign. You got to talk, especially when they come on the bill. I need to know what you're doing. Don't pull that shit down. You don't want no booty. Do like you do with them bills. You don't talk. Don't talk about no booty either. Oh, you cut all that out. They talk, they want some booty, don't they? You know what I mean? Y'all looking like that? Y'all can't. I mean, man, no. I'm telling you, no. Can't put no confidence. No, you can't do that. Let me tell you something. Y'all put confidence in me. I ain't listen. Y'all ain't nobody finna come put us out. We ain't behind on this. No, not now time. Ain't nobody finna come knocking at the tongue and say, and we have a prayer vigil start trying to raise them. That's not happening. Not happening. Don't operate like that. Folks count on you. You know what I'm saying? You're a man. That man, just like I count on him. We had to betray the same image. This man ain't put us nowhere. He finna leave us out. They been like, man, I just got to work out. That's what you say. I got to work while the day. That come with being a man. Listen, you got a problem being a man, cut it off and go get you some titties. Get you a bojana. Do something else. Man, this assignment he gave you a man. As a man, they just sit there. I don't know, people have been living their life so long like that. You can start out the way. You got to come in real. You can't operate like that. That's it. Man, I ain't no way where I keep operating like that. I'm a man. I can't operate like that. I ain't got time to be running around hiding from nobody, no bill. My phone, sitting the phone around. Answer the phone, you bastard. The man got phone done tap my phone and chain it. You hypocrite. My phone, I'm trying to cut out the volume, won't cut down that thing. Hypocrite. I'm trying to get him up out of there. No. You start prioritizing. And men, then what we do, you start breaking things down. You got to start putting things in order. That's it. That's what he told. Listen, when he looked that thing out of order, he said the title of my own being after the common Amanah. Didn't he? Recon. He said, from Elohim to Abba, for this cause I left thee in Crete, that thou should do what? The thing that'll what? This what desire. That's what a man do. I just try to help y'all. This stuff we do. Man, listen, and men, this hurts us, and it hurts us ruach. Because y'all need to know this, women. These young boys, y'all need to know. You got to communicate. You got to talk. You don't fix things. That's how you get things to communicate. Even Yahuwah told us, come, let us reason together. We got to talk to be able to fix things. I know it men, that's a lot of pressure, a lot of things. So drop your pride, let work together men. You can fix things versus try to be a bonehead idiot and you'll take everything down. I'm telling you, once you scar kids, it's hard to repair them. Kids get scarred. You can do stuff. Now y'all don't pay attention. Kids, let me tell y'all something. Y'all be honest if I ask y'all something? I can't hear y'all. Y'all be honest if I ask y'all something? How many of y'all know more than what y'all parents think y'all know? Raise your hand. Thank y'all. Kids ain't stupid. Kids not stupid. You want to act like they're stupid? That's what they'll do. They're not stupid. You don't want to. You're a scarred kid. You can scar them. Once they get to knowledge and realize it, they realize you scarred me bad. It's stuff I had to deal with and I had to suffer through, and it's bad. See, and we're a generation for us, for people, quote unquote, of color, we're prone to always keep scarring generation. We have the most scarred kids than anybody. And then these kids grow up, then guess what? They become unproficient when it comes down to being married or doing other things. Well, I know some of these guys, I watch some of y'all, how long it take y'all hesitate good, so I can tell some things scarred you. I know some things scarred you. But you got to come up and look at this. You can't use other people's failures. Build from their failures and do better. That's all you do. That's what we do. What you got a whole book. You know this book is a book of failures. I got more failures in that book than I got people, and none of them guys draw me to fail. That's what he told me. He said, well, I told you about it. Why do what they did? They failed. Well, they said, well, guess I'm going to be a failure too. My dad was a crackhead. That means I got to smoke crack. Yeah, if you're a retard versus that's a behavior that hurt me, embarrassing me. My dad was a crackhead. I would never want to embarrass my kid. You don't ever have to worry about me smoking crack. That ain't the mentality. I got to smoke crack. Come my great-great-granddaddy smoked crack one time. So somebody got to smoke crack, they got to be me. You look for reason to fail. Now y'all look for reason to fail. I don't look for no reason to fail. I look for every reason to keep going. That's just it. This is life. This is life. People make choices. I'm not going to let someone else's choice make me go out here and make a fool out of myself, become a failure, because that's your choice. Who told you got to do that? Because you went to the doctor and they told you there are things hereditary? So now you just got to fall into every other suit. It's some people come out don't have high blood pressure. They don't have diabetes. They don't have cancer. They break the mold because they start change the diet. Because they looked at how many family members got. So they say it's important on how I eat because I see some things already that affected them. So I see some people that already failed in the book by going contrary. Why would I follow that pattern? I'm a diabetic. My mama diabetic because I eat cakes every morning, every night, every day, every lunch and dinner. Then I'm going to blame it on I got it from her. These are behaviors we want to follow. Sometimes just miserable. Just look for a reason to be a failure. Let me tell you something. I take high esteem in knowing I'm a man. My family can look at me. Am I embarrassment to you? Are you ashamed of me? Are you ashamed of me, Brett? Am I embarrassment to you? That's what I do. That's what I do. I don't ever be embarrassment. I don't ever want to. I tell my dad, he to get drunk. He do. But I look at it, I grew out of that. I used it for a hate at one time. Then you realize, well, I'm going to blame him. The time and how he grew up and what he saw, that's what he went with. No doubt I grew up in his time and dealt with mama dying at an early age, daddy dying, and you own your own going. I'd have turned to alcohol and done the same thing. I ain't making no excuses for him, but I can't use that. Most of these folks, look, my mama did, my daddy did. Well, so what about you? That's right. When are you going to take responsibility for you? That's right. Stop trying to use everybody for your excuse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just refuse to use somebody else when I have the opportunity to make a better pathway. I have the opportunity to do something different and not blame somebody else. They did what they did because what? That's the knowledge they had. Those are your choices. I have an opportunity to do better based off of seeing what you did and the hurts I experienced. Not to use you as my excuse or crippling, but to use you for more of my unction to drive to do better, to break the mold. I just can't. You know who can't? Somebody who ain't. You can't because you ain't. I can because I will. Y'all got me? And the reason why I talk about this, don't even think about this. You're a failure. You don't even want to think about this. Do you know how many things I had to correct in my life to get here? You want the truth? You're not going to do this when you're failing in your living, because that's a difficulty. That's a way. That's something this is something you see. This is something you're trying to envision. So if you can't do what you see, how you gonna do what you can't see? How you gonna accomplish something you're trying to envision when you can't do the simple thing of what you see? That makes no sense. The logic is not there. Y'all understand what I'm telling you? I just said, he jumped to this, he talked to that, because I talked to you about what's practical. All this is a matter of will. A matter of will. What are you willing to do? Yahuchanan said, if any man will come after me, I tried it. That ain't what I want to do. You got to have a will to do it. He said, I got to deny myself. That's a will. I ain't going to deny myself because some man told me to do that. No, I got to have a will to do that. I got to have a desire. I got to set that as an expectation to do that. And then you tell me what I got to give up. I appreciate the fact. I looked at it, but you don't actually look at it. If this is a probability, I will have to let this go. I will have to forsake this. You will have to do it. And you sit in your minds as though you won't. Everybody that's saved, y'all hear me? Everybody that's going to be saved, it's going to cost you something. Just name me one. Name me one. Name me one person that didn't cost him nothing. Abarym. EU, perfect upright. Because he committed sin? I want y'all to be practical. I want you chasing that thing. Like y'all so stubborn, hard-headed, scared, stupid. Listen, y'all, let me tell you something. How many problems y'all think I get? How many problems y'all think I got? I break down and cry from how many of them? I say I can't make it from how many? And you ain't gonna believe it. I'm a regular man. Because you gotta make choices. You have to make choices, people. What are you willing to do? The man didn't lie to me about this. This is condition. What are you willing to do? So when I get mad, I get upset, then I can break away from it, don't do it. Then when I calm down, I can come back and do it again. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So how do you get to do it? Because you're not trying to do it. It's not something you want to do. Be honest with yourself. You might say, it's like he encouraged me to quit. No, I'm not encouraging you to quit. You ain't never started. Because see, where your real strength come in and when opposition comes, what you can hold to. This ain't about me trying to brag. I'm a regular man like it. You hit me, pinch me, kick me, I'm going to scream, holler, I got to piss, I got to go take a dump, punch me in my stomach, I got to doo-doo. And I ain't going to do it later, I'm going to do it then. That's why it's called do-do. You got to do it now. You do later, I do now. Y'all got it? You know why all that happened? Because I'm a man. I'm a man. And all it comes up to doing, what are you trying to do? You know why a lot of us get in battle with stuff? You might say, some of y'all, how many of y'all, you don't have to raise it because how many of y'all you look at your fight is always the same thing? You know why? That's where your hang up at. He'll only have you there, but that's your hang up. You play football. If a coach kept running you back over the same, you might figure why he kept y'all running, because he wants you to make sure you get it right. You just can't know it. It's got to be memory. It's got to be, we keep going. Do it again. Let's go back and do it again. Because I need you to lock in and listen. You know, it don't matter. Somebody hit, I remember one time I think they said it was with, who the hell I forgot it was? Somebody I think it was, and they make it kept running the playback. Phil Jackson made him run it back again. I think Mike wound up punching the guy in the face. I think it was he make him run the playback over and over again. There's a reason why. Huh? Yeah, he wound up playing. I don't think it was Pat, it was Steve Kerr. No, he slapped Kerr because Kerr made him lose. Luke Longley. He made him run the play again. He kept jamming Mike up. He kept doing something Mike didn't like. He made him run it back again. He told him, he did it again. He wound up just punching it. He wound up just hitting him in the face. He made him run it back. He want to make him get past. You got to get past opposition. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop running the play because you're getting jammed up. You got to break through it. And you keep going, he keep running you back through it. That's it. We got to get past this play. Sometimes you're like, I do good, and I just do good, then you like you get him. So what we going to do? Let's not do it then. We got to get past it. The only way to do that, let's run it back again. Let's run it back. I want you don't get it. But you had play. What y'all you play football? What y'all do, like run a play one time? Let's move on to the next one. Let's go back through it again. I don't care if you got. Let's go because I need you to. It needs to be. Listen. This got to be first there. You got it every time. You know what you got to do. Listen. Ain't that? Oh, I'm trying to think. You know what you got to do. So this is what happened. He runs you back through. Let's run it back again. Y'all remember the movie Day After Tomorrow? Tom Cruise. Who remember that movie? How many of y'all didn't watch it? Good. I want you to watch it. I want you to, Day After Tomorrow. You remember it? What was the purpose of the movie? Come on, my brother just called. My brother said if I ask a question, the man, he said, you know what my brother said was funny? He said, do this. He said, ask about a movie. And he said, you're asking, let's try it again. That's another one. Come on, because we through talk. We don't move on. We talk about another one. Then I said sometimes you'll do one play, you'll move to the next. We got that one. But you're right. But see what the purpose of it was, he would do an action. Watch the movie, man. Come on. No, my brother asked me about that. You know what my brother said? My brother said, what? He said, now when you get the guy who's going to try to ask, he said it's going to be someone going to say, ask me anything. And I had a guy with card that one time, had a card made, said, ask me anything. Yeah, my brother every time we're going to watch the movie. My brother said, Teddy, go ahead and put a check on him. I had somebody else, he made some cards. He put on an ask me anything. And we were listen, he was getting text, he both was texting, he was calling, and he was asking me, I tried to figure out what was all these questions. Listen, this is no lie. This was constantly just asking me questions. And you know, did y'all hear the I said, I said, you got some cards that say ask you anything? I said, yes. I said, you don't know everything. I said, so when people call you, ask you anything, and you answer these questions, I said, how you know how to answer everything? He said, I just asked you. This is no lie. Listen, he kept asking me and I kept trying to figure, what is the purpose of all these questions? And I found the card. He was giving these cards out. People would, listen, when I tell he asked me so many questions, and he said, I just asked you. But the card said, ask me anything. I'm like, you need to be answering them questions. Don't be giving out no people no cards, do that. What's wrong with you? But that's people. But our goal is to come and correct things that we've been fearful of. And a lot of falls we have is because of fear. Oh yeah. Everybody's afraid of failure. Failure is good to an end because failure lets you know how far you can go. Fear is good. Don't listen to nobody. I don't have no fear. I have fears every day. Always. Fears are always there. I just don't allow the fears to stop me from doing what I have to do. That's part of who you are. Don't get that fear going, I just got to stop being scared. At that point, you're going to be stupid. You need fear. Because these are things that warn you not to. Like you got to fear heights. How far are you going to edge of a cliff? That's good. So, you know, some stupid folk don't have a fear of height. Fall off. You said, that's why I'm scared. Don't play with it. You need that. These are warnings that you get. But at the same time, this thing that he told you, this one you got to learn to realize my confidence in you. That's why he give you that. Which we going to go with? Your fears or what I told you to do? See, that's why we start the movement. Can you do it? This shows what I trust him. He knows I have fear. That he knows I'm afraid of fail. He knows I don't want to look bad. So when he say do this opportunity you can fail. You can look bad. But I need you to come to me. You see what I'm saying? That's when you look at your growing. You can't ever see you growing when you keep leaving everything where you're comfortable. When you keep leaving everything where you're not being challenged, then you don't have the confidence. He needs you to go past what you usually do. I know you have a love for this. I want you to let it go. But I love it. It's a matter of who you love now. See, how you want to know him is just, give me something else to do. No, I'm going to give you what you need to know. I'm going to test you on what you love. I'm going to test you on things that you own. Because I want you to see and it's going to prove to me where your heart's at. I know what you're going to do. You need to know what you'll do. Because a lot of stuff you're doing, you keep waiting on somebody to give you an answer for. I know what I'm going to do. I ain't going to, what you think? Do you think I can do it? What you think it can? You think? I know what I'm going to do. Y'all got it? And that came with doing what? Going past what I usually do. Stop letting me hold me back and trusting him on what he said. And trust ain't something you just develop on your own. It's over a course of time, over situation. I don't know how many situations. It was the end of my life. Because you know when something big, it's the end of your life, this the end of the road, that's it. He don't done it. If it ain't done in that 3 seconds, I'm dead. You know, cause you know how many I had those situations? Listen, that's it, I'm dead. It's over with. Life over with. Everything, that's everything. And you ain't gonna believe what happened after that 3 seconds. Everything's still what it is. I done died, whole life gone, can't be fixed again, listen, I ain't gonna never get over it. I can't remember it now. But listen, I'll never forget it. Listen, like I can remember like the back of my head, and I can't remember that either. But you just make all this stuff up on yourself because of your fears instead of looking at, I put you in this situation because I need you to do what you don't typically do. Go past where you usually stop. You usually let things hold you up, your fear of what if something happens, and then we'll put them just like they did. They put it on, they came out. You know what happened? So what are we going to do with these kids? One of these wild animals come and eat one of these kids. What are we going to do? This ain't smart. We need to go somewhere and be safe. They pull that stuff on. He said, that's what y'all going to pull? That your kid's going to be a prey? See, they can't run. I'm good. I can run. But little Cam, man, he met around the fall, man. When I'm tight again, man, let's go on back to Miss Rock. Come on, let's just be safe. That's not your fear. Your fear is you. You're putting it on your kids. You put it on, they ain't going to look like a good father. I ain't going to look like a good mother. No. That's your fear that you're trying to use to keep you from doing what I told you to do. It's a matter of trust. Everything I'm doing is trust. I have that, and my confidence in him is based off of experience. I've had enough experience in him to where it looked like the world was ending, it was over. I had so much experience that people control my life. Listen, somebody's decision could end my whole life. Y'all know how many times that happened? Too many times. Man, all they had to do was just say something, my whole life be ruined. That'd be it. They decision, and you ain't gonna believe it. I still had my whole life. It didn't go the way I wanted to go. I wanted him, don't let it go that way, because that can end everything. Don't let him do that. This gonna be bad. This gonna be bad, can this happen? And you ain't gonna believe what he did. He let it happen. You ain't gonna believe it. It wasn't bad as I thought. And he did let it around. Why do you keep thinking people control your end? Because then that's another hang up you get. This is again what we talk about the weight, and it's a difficulty. Because now it's a problem. He asked me to do something. I'm always gonna keep reverting back to. You ain't gonna want to revert to. This it. I lost everything now. Now nothing even matter. Everything gone now. And get what happened? Everything ain't gone. Because we keep using these excuses to keep us from doing. And then I revert back to one thing. Seeing we can pass by so great a cloud of witness. Put these difficulties aside. Stop keep thinking this your whole. Nobody don't control. Listen, the only ask me for something. No. You know why I told you no? Because he told me to say no. And that no didn't make you feel good either. And you know he'll say, why he made me say no? Because you would probably count on me to say yeah, and you needed me to say yeah. And you know he said he needed me to say no. So he can still let that work out. You know what you said? I don't control nothing. Sometimes the way we think, see, when I served him, he make a no yes. He make a no. He said, I meant for it to be a no. Because I know that's somebody you counting on. That's what I'm saying. I'm counting that person. I'm looking at that person. No, I make that person fail because you're looking to him. He's like, how that happen? That's everything. That's who I count on. He said, good. Now you can start counting on me. See, a lot of stuff we don't know why stuff because he has a problem with that. When we start looking, start leaning, start trusting, start depending, even my own understanding. Why you think he make bad decisions? He'll like bad. I need you to make a bad decision. You say, you know what? I did all the research. Listen, I done certain thing went through time, tested it. Didn't work. You know why? He said, now try me. You ain't gonna believe it. If that'll work, he said, you ain't gonna trust me. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. I've started putting. Stop thinking when stuff happens, it's always about you committing qatar if you're not doing it. Some of the thing is to break some of the protocols we got. Sometimes we, like they said, I always keep a little something. I make sure, see, with him, you can't keep a little nothing. Guess what I'm going to start looking to? That little something. I'm telling you, it hurts us. I always keep me some, he said. That's why I need to get rid of it. So now I become your all in all. See, it's hard to be all in all when I always keep something. I always make sure I'm high. Then I can't talk about how he's a way out of no way. If I keep a little secret place, I can't talk about him being a hiding place because I can always go where? To my secret place. Huh? You know, they said, Yahushua, he that dwelleth, what that was? Secret place of who? And you remember when they came to get Yahushua, you know what they said? He oftentimes resorted there. He ain't had no secret place where he went. Could that be your little place? Your little getaway, your little rendezvous. And they told you they came to get, they said he oftentimes resorted there. See, he made it that known. He said, I ain't got no confidence in none of this stuff here. I tell people, listen, y'all don't know what kind of money I play with. Listen, I don't play with no crumbs. Everybody tell them, I don't play. Listen, I go for big move. I make a big. You know what? My confidence ain't none of that stuff. My confidence in him. At the end of the day, what's going to happen going to be what he going to allow to happen. Now, I don't do that being no stupid fool now. I know I need to be living, but I also know at the same time, that don't mean you don't lose now. And I look at how he do, I realize that's the way you want to be. And I learned to just, got to be ready to accept it. You do. I just try to keep myself there. Just got to be ready to accept it. Just got to be ready to accept it. At the end of the day, I look at, I done a lot of stuff, and now I'm doing something I ain't never did before in my life. Y'all know what it was? Fully trusting him. People that say they trust him, say fully, for everything, that's a big difference. That's what, for everything. Because when you put, I'm telling you now, that's a big put out your mouth. You know what that mean on it? I need that car, that house, I need that bank account, and that one too, all that. Where they gonna put you at? Where they gonna put you at? I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all want to do this thing, y'all want to do it for real? Cause I harp this, but I'm gonna be practical with you. Don't put your mind on this unless you're serious about what you're trying to do here. Cause this is somewhere you gotta go way deeper than what you're thinking. This is a whole lot more than that you're willing to do. And you ain't willing to do what you gotta do, and you can't keep it consistent with this. Don't do this. That's how I play. That's how I do stuff. When I push y'all back there, y'all don't believe I push like that. They don't know. They ain't worked out. They don't know. I really push. That stuff. I do stuff. It be my first time. I still push it. I push it. That time I said, I never did it either. They said, good, because I had my mind set. I look at, listen, the reason why I do what I do, I push like that. I said, when he give me something, I want to be able to put myself into it and just set. A lot of stuff is pacing yourself. You know what some folks do? Let me try to hurt and beat Rashida. That means Rashida my fight. Swear you're not my fight. This is my fight is what me getting past where I usually get hang up at. I don't like doing stuff outside of what I typically do. And that can hurt you too. So he said, I need you to do something outside of what you typically do. He said, man, I'm ready to quit and give it up. He said, I need you to pace yourself. A lot of the same thing, how you pace, that's how you got to run a race. Take off at the line, I'm finna want you to run. This quarter, I'm going to take flat everything I got. I ain't going to make that quarter. If I pay, it's going to be some folks going to because someone looking at, I got to get ahead now. They'll realize, I got to do it, keep a distance on you. I'll catch you. If you pay, I pace set you. It's always somebody, they want to stab it themselves. Let me jump ahead. And you keep going, they keep going. Watch them start getting walked down. And they start back here. It's like they run like this. You saying, and you know what folks done did? They done count them the winner. Hey, man, look how much you got. They don't realize somebody pace set it. Because they realize I pick up in certain places. Just like seasons. I'm picking up in certain places. I ain't making my fight start here. I just want to keep a pace on you. I know where I need to start homing in. We start coming down that stretch. Number 1 is number 4. And they drawing back because everybody pace it. They came out the box looking good, trying to stay in front of everybody. Never look back. Keep your head. They're going to throw you. That foot lock up, you can't be, and you know what y'all do? They looking back. You know what he said about a man putting a hand to the plow? He ain't fit. I can't look back. That's what he looked at those people. Why y'all think he wouldn't let them people make it in the Mount Cool? They kept looking back. When Yahushua told, that's the problem. He wouldn't let them go. They kept looking. You know what y'all keep doing? You keep looking back at your past. You look at it for a reason to justify what you're doing, or you looking for a reason to go back to it? Man, I thought it through, put it through my mind. I'm human. You put all your mind. You know, I look at it, ain't nothing worth me burning. Had to. That's practical. I go back and pick up my old life and go back, and then I look at it. Just weigh the whole, this means weigh the whole thing. What I'm going to do at the end, though? That's the part that hang me up. I ain't even going, as I'm going, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you go back? It's nothing like you put it together. I let all this be a figment of your imagination to get you out here and you can't get back. I can't afford that. Y'all don't know. See, if you've been out there deep enough and you've been far enough out, and I told y'all before, if you've been out there deep enough, far enough, and you can't see your way out of that thing, that means that you get out. Man, I'll never get back enough. I'll never get back. Man, you got the pool. Let me put you in the pool, and you down there, you almost drown. I get you out, and see if you jump right back in that pool. You like, I ain't going back, man, I ain't get back that way. You be like, man, talk to somebody. I almost drown. I'll never get back. Tell somebody who drowned, they ain't get back. They be like, you can't talk to me. You can talk all you want to. Listen, I'm going to hold your hand. You ain't going to hold my hand. That's how I'm going to drown. You trying to, why would you be holding my hand? I'm trying to swim. They're like, not like that. You trying to drown me. Every conversation you say, it sounds like you trying to pull me out that ain't going. I was in too deep. I can't do that no more. I watch y'all. Y'all do a lot of playing, and you think you slick. Y'all think y'all doing him. It's dangerous what you're doing. It's dangerous what you're doing. You play out there. You don't play him. I'm telling y'all, you been out there. Go out there and really get yourself out there and see what it's really like. You won't play. Y'all want to know what done kept me like that? Hey, so how hard do you think I played? I played hard. I played hard. I played hard. I can't go back. Listen, it's not a conversation. Nobody ain't got it. You ain't going nowhere. I'm shutting it down. I'm not interested. I barely made it. I can't do it. I barely made it. When you barely make it, you can't play. Some of y'all stole in here. Wasn't nothing going on. The sun was shining. And you had shade over you. The door blew open. And wind pushed you in. That wasn't my story. I barely made it. The door was closing on me. I barely made it, man. I can't do that. You got to be out there bad enough, you'll realize, you can't play, man. This is real. I'm not laughing, man. I ain't playing on my living. I ain't playing on my living. That's serious. That too precious to me. That's my, man, I almost didn't make it. I almost didn't make it. The door was closing on me. I can't, man, no. Y'all need to go out there and he let you make it back. You'll see. You won't play. You'll get serious about it. You realize that? Not interested. Not in. Conversation. You have somebody that won't be with me. I'm not interested. You ain't got no conversation. They're going to bore me. They put me over, and I'm going to get convinced me, and me and you doing that. You talking to the wrong person. I barely made it, man. I like not have made it. That's why it's dangerous y'all to sit in here and play. You don't realize, that man let you make it right here. You this close to it, and this way you want to play at? No, not him. I wouldn't do it. I can't express it enough. I don't know what y'all thinking, but again, that's where you at. That's where you at. What I'm gonna say? That's where you at. You got to be in a different place. You got to come from something different where it really means for some people. Of course, it ain't everybody. I just can't do it. And I try to be as honest as I can. Even if you can't, I'll be honest with y'all. I done done it. Listen, been smoking, drinking, partying, sex, the whole nine. I did it. Clubbing. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I done done all that. Listen. Best thing I did in my life was coming here. I barely made it. Don't y'all listen to these people. These folks, any folks, you don't meet these folks, they don't know what they're talking about. Listen, barely make it, you'll see. You barely make it, you'll see. My life been right there, son. Can't do that, no. I shouldn't be him. A lot of folks say that. I shouldn't be him. Can't play with it. That's why I try to tell people the truth. I know, man, look, I fuss out my crap. I tell you the truth, though. Because I don't want nothing to happen to you. You get yourself out here, man, you can't, if people, they can't make it back. That man won't let you make it back. That man close the door on you. Listen, he'll harden it hard on you. That man don't have to give you recount. He'll leave you out there. Listen, it's some people in some bad places. Y'all ain't in juvenile. I seen folk messed up, man. I remember one time I was locked up, first time locked up, they had a boy, he was 14. They had him over there with us in the jail. That boy was locked down. They had that boy they had that boy in a single man cell, no light in that hole. He was losing it in there. They had kidnapped the girl. He was on the news. They had kidnapped a girl. and from a Kentucky Fried Chicken. And they took her, they raped her. The guys with him, they were like 20, so he was 14. They wanted to let her go. He wanted to kill her. He said, can't let her go, gotta kill her. Man, that boy, that whole life, he was a little bit of, listen, man, he was losing in that play. He was going crazy. Listen, they ain't get that boy no recon either. I look at a 14-year-old kid, they ain't gonna help him. You can't put him back on the street. They done messed him up. He was locked up with grown men at 14. They ain't take him to juvenile. They brought him straight over there with us. You can play around him. You think, where you think he had? Probably somewhere serving Yahuwah? They messed their head up. Them folks let her get him the motel. There was a white girl they kidnapped. She went to Georgia Tech. And they done kidnapped her in front of the drive-thru and raped her. He wanted to get the guy, these grown men with her, they tried to tell her, no, don't kill her to go. He said, no, we got to kill her. She don't see the killer. They had to try to keep the joker from killing her. 14, he wanted to kill her. Just enraged, just hard gone. Yahuwah said him like that. You know how he'll look at it? Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. He get his hand on anybody, he gonna kill him. He gonna feel like life ain't fair. Why life should be fair to you? Yahuwah set people up like that. Listen, wreck your whole life at a young age like that. To him, life ain't fair. He gotta do it to whoever he gotta do it to, because he gonna feel like he ain't get a fair shot. But that's the hand Yahuwah gave. He favored some. On the other one, he hardened himself. That's why I try to tell you, he let you make it out. Can't play with him. I did my plan out there. You come and you don't take it just quite all the way you need to. You get with people get you comfortable. I learned, man, can't let folks get you comfortable. I tell folks, don't put your eyes on nobody, because everybody in a different place now. I'm telling you, said y'all, everybody said, no, everybody ain't there. So I'm a transition. If you know for yourself where you at and what you trying to do, that's the only person you can answer for. No one in here, no one over there makes Tom Smith do nothing. None of them drive me to do nothing. This thing in my heart. Y'all hear me? Now you be the fool to lock yourself on somebody and let somebody be your all in all. That be your stupidity. Mine is on him. If these folks don't move this, well, you see, man, those are your decisions. I know where I'm at. I screwed up bad. Ain't nobody screwed up like me. And you think I got time for some more of that stuff? That be your decision. I just come to realize something. That's where you at. That's where you at. And that only because these are the choices that you make. Y'all got it. For me, I done made mine. I did no stupid, bonehead, retarded, just the dumbest, stupidest stuff a man could do. I'm good. I'm good. Man, give me repentance from that. I'm good. I'm good. I made my mind. I turn my back on that man, I walk, I go, don't need no repentance. That's where I'm at. Don't be crying for me. Don't be simply on no stupid fool. Preacher. Cry for yourself. Them choices. I'm good. Y'all hear me? Them folks ain't got nothing. Ain't no woman got no twat and no titty put in me. Man, please, that little thing ain't gonna prep me. Get there 2 minutes and blow your mind. You be the happiest woman in the world. You gonna burn later. And we're excitable too. I'm good. I made Yahuwah my choice. I can't stress this enough, y'all. That's where you gotta be. Y'all young people, you don't see a lot of stuff. It's gonna look good. A lot of party, a lot of stuff. All of it's fun. Y'all hear me? Until you get caught. Anybody heard that? Hey, listen, it's all fun. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. All of it is fun until you get caught. Till that man locked down on you and shut your world down, and you realize you stuck. Ain't nowhere for you to go. And if you make it out of there, you say, I'll serve you. That's why I'm him. I did it, man. I kept saying it one time, I get out. He finally called me up. I said, I gotta go. I was done, man. I had done it. I told you I had got out, I said I was done. I went with them guys, we was out there that night. I was riding with them. And them jokers, that police rolled by, they said, they gonna turn around. I seen them break light. I tried to say, we ain't did nothing. They said, man, we got dope in the car. I'm sitting out here like, these niggas, who does this? Y'all niggas you run around with dope. They Florida, some of the dumbest guys I seen in my life. Let me tell you, they dumb drug, just dumb. Let me tell you something, that's just dumb. You're already in the hottest drug state on the planet. Why are you high and drinking with drugs in the car? I don't think, but you know, you let me know. You ain't him. I don't do stuff, but these folks, what I'm trying to tell you folks, I'm telling you, I jump out, let me tell you what you don't do in Florida. You don't jump out no car and hit no wood. This ain't Atlanta. I had a friend did that. Oh yeah, they froze up. He found him they found him out there in the swamp, dead as a doorknob. Dead as a doorknob. Now, you know what I'm talking about? I was pissed. I'm in Florida. I ain't got no dope. I was thinking, y'all niggas got dope in the car? I seen them break down that police car. I said, God, it's pitch black dark out here. I'm like, man, I can't hit no woods in Florida. That's the last place you hit some wood. I said, man, just let it fly out them break. I told them guys, listen, I said, this the last time. I ain't lying, I told them, this the last time. I was done. All I was looking at, I'm finna go to jail in Florida. I gotta get out and get myself up. I ain't hitting no woods. That what got me. We hit Atlanta. It's woods. So y'all boy had your boots on. Listen, I was good in the woods. I ain't tell y'all no lie. Listen, man. I hit some wood. Listen here. I know how to float. Listen. I know how to hit something, come up in the air and roll. Listen, I can fall like this here and still be stepping in the wood. Listen, triathlon in the wood. Every time. I had a pair, we run the police through. Listen, they come. Wordplay they want to run. Please follow me. I got a way to run you through. The ground drop, and it's all concrete about this high right here in your leg. You're going to tear all that up. Listen, in the dog, I know how to hit it and jump it and got it. I smoke. Look, wrong play to run. I'm going to take you through that pathway. You're going to lose everything going through him. Done with that stuff. Yahuwah let you know, son, you're done. Because, see, I thought I was smart. He trap you up and let you see you ain't smart enough. I'm only telling y'all that tell you, I done it all, son. I done it all. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't going to beat this man. Best thing you can do, live right now. And I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to grown people, too. A lot of them, they don't realize they still skating that curve. They still playing that line. That line going to hurt them. That man, listen, everybody ain't going to make it. Y'all hear me? Everybody going to make it. I'm going to lose some of y'all. Because you know what y'all got to do? Y'all got to go out there and taste the world and see for yourself what it's like. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to look good to you. You're going to see other people doing better than you. It ain't for you. You got to realize it ain't cut for you. The man set something up different, y'all. Y'all use your head while you're young. Y'all got opportunity. Remember y'all created now. Save yourself a whole lot of that trouble. Man, you don't want to go get nobody, man. You got no 17 venereal diseases. Save yourself now. Might you go there, clean it down. That lady pulled me to the side. I've been there at BD Clinton so many times. I went out. Listen, I use fake name here because they won't ask you for you. Now you get. Y'all want the truth or not? I'm found her like, y'all want the truth? Man, I went at BD Clinton, man. They don't ask you because they just want you to get the treatment. I wrote that lady got me. She said, listen. She said, you can't keep coming down. There's no lie. Yeah, listen, y'all. She said, you can't keep coming down. She said, I'm gonna tell you something. She said, you're gonna mess around. She said, this stuff won't keep working for you. She said, your body built up immune to it. I said, that was it. You learn to quit playing around. But when folks had to sit you down and talk to you like that, you realize, because you're reckless. I was just reckless. Reckless. You can be sitting here in your mind, everything looks good, like you're having fun. Your fun gonna come to an end. Your fun gonna come to an end with a hurt. I'm gonna be him. Listen, in the morning, Yahuwah see fit I wake up. Don't count on none of these people to be him. Y'all got me? I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna hold my end down. Y'all got me? That man been too good to me. If nobody that don't come, y'all put your money on me. I'm gonna be him. These folks ain't got nothing to put some up. They ain't saying it. Some of the other, I don't know where. Listen, I'm counting that. I ain't counting nowhere. I'm gonna be him. That thing already in my heart. Y'all got me? I owe this man. Y'all got me? Y'all hear me? I owe this man like he owed Dumbo for getting them ears off that elephant. Not you. You ain't here. Don't go back to sleep. I hard you. I know I talked a lot. Listen, man, y'all say yourself. I'm proud of my boys too. I do. I think a lot of my boys, both my boys. And both my girls ought to be here too, but they're not. But I appreciate it. Don't do everything I want them to do, like come to work on time. I parked down there. I said, nigga coming out late. I had parked out. He gonna tell me something. There you go. I was looking for you. I said, nigga, you don't get out my face. Don't you looking for me? Tell him he was riding everywhere looking for me. I appreciate getting my opportunity to be here and There 3 grandkids on here, 3 of them somewhere out there. I try to get all of them he see fit. But at the end of the day, it's for me. Yeah, listen, all of them done got to see an example. From the girl to the boy, they done got to see an example for me, what I've done and what I do and how far I go and see what my heart is for this. They know my heart for this is greater than what it is for them. They know how that work out. That's just bottom line how it got to be. That's the same way y'all got to be. But y'all young people, I really want to see something good happen for y'all. I'm talking about you keep yourself. Let that man work for you. Let that man do what he gonna do for you. Most of all, save your soul. When you can lay down with a contentment, you ain't got to worry about police and sirens and getting shot, getting stabbed, gang violence and fooling that stuff. It's just a better life. Just a better. While y'all young, this is the best time for y'all to get it right. It's gonna look good. You don't get a lot of temptation gonna come. There's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of opportunity gonna come. Learn to say no. At the end of the day, just consider the end and say, if we do this, say, let's say that we go and shoot this man. Say, if we get caught, what's gonna happen? Man, we ain't gonna get caught. So let's talk about if we get caught. Which one y'all gonna take the blame? How long we gonna be in jail? See, nigga, you thinking negative. No, I'm thinking seriously. What we gonna do? Because if you gonna do it, it gotta be another alternative. Isn't that right? If we go shoot somebody, ain't no chance we can get caught. Ain't nobody gonna open their mouth. Their gun ain't gonna pop with this murder weapon. Ain't no, everybody got cameras. Don't be no, you know when we start the camera stuff, after you get caught, that's bad. That's bad. You don't want to start thinking after you get caught. Think before you do it. Think before you do it. That's how I operate. I think before I do it. That's how you keep yourself out. Because you got to look, you going to get caught when you're playing with him. It's going to come back up, and you willing to pay the penalty when he catch you. Don't do it. Y'all got it? I'm going to get ready to let y'all go. That's two.